pagi rekan-rekan semua radiografer Indonesia. Ada 7 orang yang hadir pada pagi hari ini. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Yang terhormat rekan-rekan radiografer Indonesia yang sudah berkenan hadir pada pagi hari ini. Kenalkan, saya Beni Asusurjo, anggota PP Pari bidang MLS yang pagi hari ini akan menghantarkan pada acara webinar CPD ASIA ke-47 yang diselenggarakan oleh MSR Malaysian Society of Radiographers dari Malaysia saat ini yang berlangsung. Pertama-tama marilah kita panjatkan syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, karena rahmat dan limpahan karunia-Nya kita semua dapat berkumpul secara virtual di pagi hari ini dalam keadaan sehat dan bahagia. Webinar MSR CPD 47 kali ini judul Radiographer at the Forefront in Optimizing CT Exposure and Image Quality, yang merupakan bagian CPD rutin Asia yang kita ikuti bersama. Ini adalah CPD Asia yang ke-47 yang diselenggarakan oleh MSR Malaysia. Jadi ini tentu penting buat kita semua karena pada tema kali ini lebih banyak di scan pencitraan CT yang harapannya adalah sebagai radiografer pada depan kita bisa melakukan optimalisasi terkait radiasi dan hasil pada titik. Memang berkembangnya teknologi mau nggak mau radiografer itu harus mempunyai kualitas yang bagus untuk optimalisasi gambar ini. Jadi dengan webinar ini mari kita bersama membuka wawasan baru dan bisa melakukan praktik terbaik dari para ahlinya, tentunya nanti yang akan membawakan dari speaker di Malaysia tentang strategi optimalisasi CT exposure dalam peningkatan kualitas citra. Jadi saya hantarkan nanti kira-kira untuk susunan acaranya adalah sebagai berikut. Nanti kita akan segera bergabung dengan Malaysia sebentar lagi. Jamnya mungkin kalau terlihat di tengah-tengah ada jam 9 waktu Malaysia, nanti jam 8 di waktu Indonesia kita akan mengikuti acara di sana. Jam 8 nanti ada pembukaan, kemudian dilanjutkan oleh pembicara pertama jam 8.15 oleh Dr. Nur Azira Muhammad, Principal of CT Imaging dan Radiation Exposure. Kemudian 1 jam berikutnya nanti jam 9.15 waktu Indonesia ini yang saya sampaikan biar kita sesuaikan dengan waktu kita adalah Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Hanafi Ali, Essential of CT Image Quality Parameter and Trade-off. Kemudian jam 10.15 waktu Indonesia ada Mr. S. Nuhali, dia adalah expert in CT Technology and their impact of radiation dose. Kemudian pembicara keempat, pembicara terakhirnya adalah pada jam 11.15 dan berakhir nanti jam 12.15 dengan penutupan kira-kira sesuai acara adalah jam 12.30 waktu
virtual background
tempatnya Associate Professor.
Hello, good morning.
Akmal Safarudin.
Good morning, President Law.
Akan membawakan rule of
Your virtual background self-46.
City Protocol.
Yes. Okay, when I call you when I'm in Taiwan, you are online, but I call you in VNA, a lot of question for you, 1,000 question for you. But I call you, you sleeping well, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
Akan kita share kembali dan kita Indonesia nanti akan bergilir di 9 Agustus kalau tidak ada perubahan. Jadi dengan susunan ini semoga nanti bisa kita ikuti bersama sampai akhir, sampai jam setengah 1 waktu Indonesia untuk acara
Morning,
CPD
Fernando.
Asia
Hello, long time no see you. How about Taiwan?
saat ini
Everything is
diadakan
okay?
di
Yes, everything
negara
okay.
Malaysia.
You in Chiang Mai, huh?
Asia Association.
No, I am busy. Not have time to go there.
Mungkin itu yang bisa saya sampaikan untuk
Okay.
mengantarkan kita
See you in
bersama
Chiang
pada
Mai.
acara CPD Asia
Yes, see you Chiang Mai.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sekitar 4 menit lagi nanti akan dimulai.
Oh, Sabao, good morning, Sabao. Long time no see you also.
8 waktu
Yeah.
Indonesia,
Everything is okay?
9
Yeah, I'm good.
waktu
I'm good. Yeah.
Malaysia.
Good morning, Fernando, kawan. Interlock.
Hi. Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning, Riento, the world.
Yeah. Halo.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sukianto.
Yeah.
Selamat
Halo,
mengikuti
How are
webinar
you?
pada
Also.
Yeah.
pagi hari
In
ini.
Ramadan time in Indonesia like
Oh,
that.
today,
Dengan seksama
Yeah, in
Sabao
Malaysia
today make
also.
event, huh?
gangguan
In Malaysia.
seperti itu.
Yeah.
Big event long time, huh?
Semoga ini
About
nanti
4
efektif
hours,
untuk
like that.
kemajuan fotografer Indonesia. Fotografer Indonesia
In
bersama
Napapong
sejahtera.
asked me, how is
Assalamualaikum
our
warahmatullahi
in
wabarakatuh.
Asia CPD
Selamat
3
pagi dan
hours?
salam
Napapong
untuk
asked me,
semuanya.
so
Selamat mengikuti
I think it's not
Today,
that
3
long,
hours.
maybe it's just tentatively that is a timing that we are given to them.
Kita tunggu bersama. Terima kasih.
I answered, I don't know, because the server very small.
Also, next CBD is Sri Lanka, right?
Sri Lanka. Yes,
Next month.
next month, Sri Lanka.
See, until now, not see Vietnamese.
Morning, everyone. I'll be starting in 2 minutes.
3 minutes. Now have about, in Macau, I saw 260 participants, but the other, I don't know. Hello, Tan Minh. Morning. Your mic is muted. Where are you? Oh, your mic is mute. Tan Minh, your mic is mute. Hi, Nelson.
Hi, long time no see.
Yes, see you, Chiang Mai. Are you good?
Yes,
I just back from Japan yesterday night.
yes, it's snowing.
Yes, snowing for Waka, very, very cool. But now it start sunshine again.
Oh, it's good.
Yes, I'm going to Japan now. I'm in the airport.
Go see Sakura.
Go
Sakura
to
season.
Sendai. Yeah.
Yes, hello, everyone from Asia and to all our audiences from all parts of the world, most especially to everyone in Malaysia. This is CPD Asia, the online continuing professional development platform for Asian Radiology Technology Societies. And hosting the 47th CPD Asia is the Malaysian Society of Radiographers. I am Peachy Luna, CPD Asia Secretary General and your CPD Asia program host. Take note that we are live streaming on YouTube. You can search MSR, PARI, or a VART channel so you can join us live or you can watch a replay. This CPD Asia is always supported and graced by member societies, presidents, all the officers and their representatives. Let us greet and welcome President Fernando Koch of Macau Radiological Technologists Association, MRTA. President Koch.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Fernando from Macau. Thank you.
Good morning, dear President. We have also President of Perhimpunan Radiographer Indonesia, Indonesian Society of Radiographers, or PARI, Dr. Giek Subianto.
Hello, good morning, everyone. See you again in CPD ASIA.
Yes, and we have also President of Vietnam Association of Radiological Technologists, VART, President Thai Van Loc. President Loc. All right, we also have the Hong Kong Radiographers Association, HKRA President, Mr. Nang Tat Ning.
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
I would like to invite all of you for the 48th CPD Asia next month, organized by ourselves. So because in the later I will not be able to join this webinar. Okay, then thank you. I will hand over Dr. Pichi Luna on behalf of myself to introduce our program. Thank you.
Thank you. We have received greetings from our dear president, but let me start with Mr. Yusuke Akita from Japan Society for Medical Image Management, representing JRT president.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Good morning there in Japan. We also have received greetings from President Sophie Lee of Association of Cambodian Radiological Technologists, from Singapore Society of Radiographers President Denise Chu. We also have received I don't know if we have still here President Muhammad Abdel Ghani, President of Palestinian Association of Medical Radiation Technologists. He was here earlier. I don't know if he's here in Zoom. We have from Indian Society of Radiographers and Technologists, ISRT, President Mohan Lal Bhagwat. And we have the immediate past president here,
Singapore
Sir
Society of
Salva
Radiographers
Kumar.
President Denise
Namaste.
Chu. We also have received
Warm greetings from India for
we
the
have still here
best
President
program by
Muhammad
the
Abdel
MSR.
Ghani, President of
All right.
Palestinian Association of Medical
Yes, nice
Radiation
to see you too,
Technologists.
dear
He was
sir.
here
And we
earlier.
have
I
from
don't know if he's
Hui
here in
Yuan
Zoom.
Ho, a Taiwan
We
Society
have
of Radiological
from Indian
Technologists
Society of
and President of
Radiographers
Philippine
and
Association of
Technologists,
Radiological
ISRT,
Technologists,
President
President
Mohan Lal
Ruben
Bhagwat. And we have the
Lorenzo.
immediate past
We also
president
have
here,
panelists who will be joining
Sir
us
Salva
here. I
Kumar.
saw here Putu Adisata from
Namaste.
Indonesia. We have Chair
Warm
Cora Nang
greetings
of
from India
MRTA.
for the
So they
Hello, good morning.
best
Nice to meet
program by the
you.
MSR.
All right. So
Nice to
before we
see you.
start, can
Yes,
I
nice to
humbly
see you
ask
too, dear
first
sir.
our
And we have from Hui
moderators,
Yuan Ho,
camera,
Taiwan Society of
speakers,
Radiological
camera, and all our
Technologists and
presidents who
President
are
of
here
Philippine
for a short
Association of
photo
Radiological
session.
Technologists is President Ruben Lorenzo. We also have panelists who will be
All right,
joining
thank you
us
very
here.
much,
I
dear
saw
presidents,
here Putu
officers, and
Adisata from
panelists. They'll be
Indonesia.
joining us
We
again
have
later
Chair
during the
Cora Nang
Q&A
of
session.
MRTA.
So without further ado,
Hello,
let
good
us begin
morning.
with the
Nice to meet
session now.
you.
Please
All
welcome
right.
our
So before
session
we start, can
moderator,
I
Ms.
humbly ask
Haikal
first
Binti
our
Awang
moderators, camera, speakers,
Okay,
camera, and all our
Assalamualaikum and
presidents
good
who are here
morning,
for a short
everyone.
photo session.
Good morning for esteemed guests, respected speakers, and participants joining us from across Asia.
Right, thank you very much, dear
Welcome to
presidents, officers, and panelists. They'll
47th
be joining us again
CPD
later
Asia
during the
program,
Q&A session.
organized by
So
the
without further
Malaysian
ado, let us
Societies
begin
of
with the session
Radiographers.
now. Please
Today, we
welcome our
convene
session
under the
moderator,
theme
Ms. Haikal
Radiographers
Binti Awang
at the
Ekmawang.
forefront in optimizing CT exposure
Assalamualaikum and good
and
morning,
image
everyone.
quality. To
Good evening,
explore
morning
clinical,
for
critical
esteemed guests,
advancement and best
respected
practices
speakers,
in
and
CT imaging,
participants joining us
ensuring
from
both
across Asia.
optimal image quality
Welcome to
and patient safety.
47th
I'm
CPD
TS
Asia
Faika
program
Binti Awang and
organized by the
Ismail, and
Malaysian
I'm honored
Societies
to
of
be your
Radiographers.
moderator for
Today,
today's
we
session.
convene
We
under
have
the
a
theme
distinguished lineup
Radiographers
of
at the
experts
forefront
who will
in
share
optimizing
their
CT
knowledge and
exposure and
experiences.
image
We
quality.
encourage you to
To
actively
explore
participate,
critical
engage in
advancement
discussion,
and best
and take away
practices in
relevant
CT imaging,
insights.
ensuring
Before
both
we begin,
optimal
please
image
take notes
quality
of
and
the
patient
following.
safety.
Please turn off and mute your microphone. Each speaker session will last for 45 minutes to 1 hour. A panel discussion and Q&A session will be held after all presentations. If you have questions, please submit them via the chat box, and they will be addressed during the Q&A session, and you may indicate to whom the question being addressed, and it will be directed to the particular speakers. There will be a photo session after the Q&A. Thus, the participant will be encouraged to turn on their camera for the session. So, let me first invite our first speaker. Our first speaker is Dr. Nur Azura Muhammad, a highly accomplished radiography educator and researcher specializing in biomedical imaging, medical physics, and radiations dosimetry. She is currently serving as a senior radiography educator at the College of Health Sciences Rizki Malaya Medical Center, and Dr. Nur Azura holds a PhD in Applied Physics from University Putra Malaysia UPM, a Master of Science in Radiation and Nuclear Safety from University Kebangsaan Malaysia UPM, and a bachelor degree in diagnostic imaging and radiography from UPM. Her recent achievement includes winning the University Putra Malaysia Graduate Journal Paper Publication Award for 2 consecutive years, which is 2020 and 2021. Her research focused on radiation dose optimization, image quality assessment, and pediatric CT dose evaluation. Her session today is on principles of CT imaging and radiation exposure, where she will discuss the fundamentals of CT technologies and strategies for minimizing radiation dose. Please welcome Dr. Nur Azura Muhammad.
Thank you to Ms. Aisha as our MC today.
Image quality assessment, and pediatric CT dose evaluation. The session today is on principles of CT imaging and radiation exposure, where she will discuss the fundamentals of CT
good morning,
technologies
everyone.
and strategies for minimizing
So first of all,
radiation
thank you very
dose.
much to MSR for having me. And I am really grateful for this opportunity to be part of this event and also to share about basic principle of CT scan with all of you, and it's a pleasure to be here. Okay. So
Good morning, everyone.
title of presentation today is
First
about
of all,
the
thank you very much to MSR for having me.
it's about the principle
And I
of
am
CT
really
imaging and
grateful
radiation
for the
exposure.
opportunity to be part of this event and also to
Okay, so
share
this is my presentation
about
outline
basic
today. So I
principle
start with
of
the
CT
introduction
scan
to CT scanning,
with all of
and
you,
then
and
followed
it's
by
a
basic
pleasure
principle of
to be here.
CT system component, CT image,
So
and last
my
is a radiation dose
title of
intensity.
presentation today is about the
Okay, so let's start, everyone. Okay, so this
it's
image
about the principle of
tell
CT
the
imaging
story
and
of
radiation
how CT scan
exposure.
evolved from a slow single slice
Okay,
system in
so this is my
1973
presentation outline
to
today.
today's
So I'll start with the
lightning
introduction
fast,
to CT
high
scanning,
resolution
and
imaging.
then followed by
So it
basic
started with the
principle of
machine that
CT,
took
CT
almost
system
5
component,
minutes
CT image, and last is
just
a
only
radiation
for one
dose in
slice.
CT.
And as we know,
Okay, so
the
let's
CT
start,
scanner was
everyone.
invented
Okay, so
by
this image
by Sir
tell the
Godfrey
story of
Hounsfield at
how CT
EMI,
scan
so the
evolved
same
from
famous
a
company
slow
for the
single slice
Beatles.
system in
Okay, and then the evolution
1973 to
of the
today's
CT happened.
lightning
So
fast,
in
high resolution
1980s,
imaging. So
CT
it started with a
scan
machine that took almost
was
5
created
minutes
by rotate the faster
just
cutting
only for
scan
one
from
slice.
minute to
And
second.
as we know,
Okay, and then
the CT
1990,
scanner
the
was
technology of the
invented by
CT brought helical
by
scanning,
Sir
where the
Godfrey
machine
Hounsfield at
spin
EMI, so the
continuously,
same famous
making
company for the
imaging even
Beatles.
quicker.
Okay, and then the
And then
evolution
fast
of
forward to
the
today,
CT
we have
happened. So in
multi-slice CT. So
1980s,
this technology
CT
captured
scan
thousands of slides per
was
second, and
created
also
by rotate the faster
can create
cutting
the
scan
detailed 3D
from minute
images
to
of the human
second.
body.
Okay, and then
Okay, so this
1990, the
revolution has
technology
made
of the
CT scan as
broad
a
helical
game
scanning,
changer in
where the
medicine,
machine
and
spin
also
continuously,
helping doctors
making
to diagnose
imaging
the
even
trauma,
quicker.
heart,
And then
heart
fast forward to
condition,
today,
cancer, and
we
more
have
with the incredible
multi-slice CT. So
precision.
this technology
Alright.
capture thousands of slices per
So CT
second, and
scan
also
has evolved
can
through
create the detailed 3D images of the human
5
body.
generations. So each
Okay, so this
improving
revolution has made CT
the
scan
speed
as
and
a game
also in
changer
terms of
in
the
medicine,
image quality.
and
So
also
let's have a look
helping
from the
doctors
first
to
generation.
diagnose the trauma,
Okay, so first generation,
heart
it
condition,
used
cancer,
pencil
and more
beam
with the incredible
X-ray and a
precision.
single detector
Alright.
that translate and
So CT
rotate in
scan
small
has evolved
increments. So
through
making scan very slow. So that's why one
5
slice
generations.
it
So
takes
each
almost 5
improving
minutes. Okay, so
the
for the
speed
first
and also in
Sir
terms of the
Godfrey
image
do the
quality.
test
So
for the
let's have a
CT
look
brain.
from
So the
the
whole
first
procedure,
generation.
it just
Okay,
for
so
the
first
5
generation,
slice, it takes
it
almost
used
30 minutes.
pencil beam
Okay, and then move
X-ray
to the
and a single
second
detector
generation.
that
So in this
translate
generation,
and
it
rotate
introduced
in
a fan
small
beam and a
increments.
detector
So
array,
making scan
and
very
then
slow. So
reduce
that's
the
why
scan
one
time
slice is
with
take almost
fewer
5
rotations.
minutes.
And
Okay,
then
so for
followed
the
by the
first
third generation,
Sir Godfrey
featured a
do the
rotating
test for
fan
the CT
beam
brain. So the
and
whole
detector
procedure,
array and
it just
reducing
for the
scan
5
time with
slices, it
fewer
take almost
rotation.
30 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
And then
move
rotating
to the
curve detector
second generation.
array and enabling
So
faster
in this
through
generation, it
360
introduced a fan
rotation.
beam and
Okay,
a
and then
detector array, and then
in
reduce
fourth
the scan
generation,
time
they keep
with
rotating X-ray
fewer
tube, but
rotations,
use
and then
stationary full
followed
circular
by the third
detector
generation,
array and speed
featured
up
a rotating
the
fan beam
time. Okay, and
and
then the
detector array
latest
and reducing scan time with a fewer
generation, for the fifth
rotation.
generation,
Oh, sorry.
they
And then
start to
rotating
introduce the
curve
electron
detector
beam CT
array and
with no
enabling
moving
faster
part,
full
using an electron
360
beam to
rotation.
strike a
Okay,
stationary
and then
target and enabling
in fourth
ultra-fast
generation,
imaging,
they keep
especially for the
rotating X-ray tube,
CTA
but use stationary
for
full
the cardiac
circular
studies.
detector array and speed up
Okay,
the
so the
time.
basic principle
Okay, and
of the
then the
CT.
latest generation, for the fifth generation,
So
they start to
CT
introduce the
scan
electron
actually work
beam
in a
CT
four simple
with
steps.
no moving
First,
part, using an electron
an
beam
X-ray
to
tube
strike a
rotates
stationary
around the
target and
patient and
enabling
shooting out
ultra-fast
a
imaging,
thin fan shaped
especially
beam
for the
of X-ray.
CTA,
And then this ray
for the cardiac
pass through the
studies.
body and are captured by the detector on the
Okay,
other
so the
side,
basic
so which
principle of the
measure
CT.
how much of the radiation is absorbed by tissue. So this event we
So
call the attenuation.
CT scan actually work in a
Where the
four simple
different
step.
tissue in a
First,
human body, like a bone,
an X-ray
muscle,
tube
fat,
rotates
hair,
around the
it will
patient
absorb
and shooting out
X-ray
a thin
differently, and
fan-shaped beam
also
of
they will create
X-rays.
in
And then
their
this
own
ray
variation
pass through the
of
body and are captured
intensity.
by the detector on the other
Alright.
side, so which
And then
measure how much of
the
the
basic
radiation is
principle
absorbed
behind the CT is that
by
the
tissue.
internal
So
structure
this
of an
event we
object
call
can be
the
reconstructed from
attenuation.
multiple projections of the
Where the
object.
different
Okay,
tissue
so
in a human
how
body,
CT
like a
scanner
bone,
takes raw
muscle,
X-ray
fat,
data
hair,
and turn
it
it
will absorb
into detailed
X-rays
images. When a
differently, and
patient
also
is
they will
scanned,
create in
X-ray
their own
pass through their
variation
body
of
and detect as
intensity.
attenuation measurements,
Alright.
so which are
And then
converted into digital
the basic
signal. From
principle
the
behind the
electrical
CT is
signal,
that
we
the internal
convert
structure
to
of an
the
object can be reconstructed from
digital
multiple
signals.
projection
So
of
these
the
signals are
object.
sent
Okay,
to a
so
computer to
how
process
CT
them.
scanner
So
takes
actually,
raw X-ray data and turn
for the
it
image
into
formation,
detailed
it will start with
images.
the
When a
pre-processing and raw
patient
data
is
collection,
scanned,
then
X-ray
convolution and
pass through their
filtering to
body
help
and
enhance
detect
important
as attenuation
details, followed
measurements,
by back
so which are
projection,
converted
which
into digital
reconstruct the image
signal.
slice
From
by
the electrical
slice.
signal, they will convert
Okay, so
to
the
the
final result is a
digital
numerical CT
signals.
image that
So
can
these
be
signals are
displayed on
sent
the
to a
screen
computer
and
to
stored in a
process them.
pad.
So
So
actually,
it's a
for the
step-by-step
image
journey from
formation,
scanning
it
to
will start
image
with the
creation,
pre-processing
also
and
all
raw data
guided by
collection,
the
then
both
convolution
hardware
and
and also the
filtering
smart
to help
software in the
enhance
CT.
important
So which is this
details,
is a part
followed
of the
by back
CT
projection,
component. So
which
before I go further
reconstruct
to
the image
the
slice by
image
slice.
formation, just
Okay, so the final result is
see
a numerical CT
the
image that
CT
can be
components.
displayed on a screen and stored in a pad. So
Whereas the
it's
CT
a
components actually they
step-by-step
work
journey from
together
scanning
to
to image
capture and
creation,
process
also all
cross-sectional
guided by the
of the
both
body. So the
hardware
main
and
part
also the
is
smart software
consists
in
of
the
the
city.
X-ray tube
So which is
to
this is a
generate
part of the city
X-rays,
component. So
and
before
then
I go
the
further to the
collimator to
image
share
formation,
a
just
X-ray beam And then the
the
detector,
CT components.
the crucial part of the CT component to capture
Well,
and
the CT
transmit
components actually they work
X-ray and
together
convert
to
them into
capture and
signals.
process
Okay, and then
cross-sectional
gantry is
of the body.
houses a
So the
rotated
main
X-ray
part is
and detector.
consists of
And
the
then
X-ray
also we
tube
have the high
to
voltage
generate
generator to supply
X-rays,
power to X-ray
and
tube.
then the
And then the slip
collimator
rings
to
to
shape and
enable continuous rotation for
X-ray
fast
beam.
scanning. And also patient table, move the patient with a
And then the
position
detector,
together with
the
the
crucial part of the
X-ray tube.
CT component
Okay,
to
and then
capture and transmit
data acquisition
X-ray
system,
and
which
convert them into
also
signals.
the important
Okay, and
system
then
to
gantry
convert the
is
analog
houses
signal to
a
the
rotated
digital
X-ray and
data.
detectors.
And then we
And then
construction
also we have
computer
the
to
high
process the
voltage
raw
generator to
data into
supply power
image.
to X-ray tube.
And of course,
And
we
then
need
the
to
slip
have the
rings to
control
enable
operator
continuous
console
rotation
as a
for fast
control
scanning.
panel
And also
before and after
patient
processing,
table,
where
move
we
the
can
patient with a
adjust the
precision
CT
together
parameter
with
here,
the
and also for the
X-ray tube.
after
Okay,
do
and
the
then
procedure, so
data
and
acquisition
also for
system,
the
which
image
also the
viewing.
important
Okay,
system to
and then
convert the analog signal to the
CT
digital
components also
data.
linked
And then
together with
reconstruction
the
computer
PACS,
to process the raw
picture
data
archiving
into
computer
image.
system to
And
store
of
and
course, we
share
need to
image
have the
electronically.
control operator console as a
Alright.
control panel.
So this is
Before
the
and after
internal
processing, where
components of the
we can
gantry.
adjust the
Okay,
CT
here it's
parameter
X-ray
here, and also
tube,
for the after
and then this is
do the procedure.
filters,
So we, and
collimator,
also for
X-ray
the
tube heat
image viewing.
exchanger,
Okay,
and
and then
then high voltage
CT
generator.
components also linked together
This
with
is the
the
direct drive
PACS,
gantry
picture
motor,
archiving computer
and then
system to
rotation
store and
control
share
unit.
image electronically.
This one is a DAS,
Alright.
data
So
acquisition
this is
system that
the
connect with the
internal
computer,
components of the gantry.
and detector
Okay,
here,
here is
slip
a
ring,
X-ray tube,
and detector
and then
temperature,
this is
high
filters,
voltage generator, and
collimators,
also
X-ray
this one
tube
is a
heat
power unit.
exchanger, and then
Okay, so
high
I
voltage
want to highlight
generator.
the
This
important
is a
part
direct drive
to
gantry motor,
for the
and
image
then rotation
formation
control
is a
unit.
detector. Okay,
This
so
one
for
is a
the
DAS,
CT actually we have
data
two
acquisition
types
system
of the
that connect with the
detector.
computer.
First is a
And
xenon
detector
gas
here,
detector,
slip
and
ring,
second is a solid state
and detector
crystal detector.
temperature,
So let's have a look one
high
by
voltage
one.
generator,
Alright,
and
so for
also
the
this one
xenon
is
gas
a power
detector,
unit.
the principle, the
Okay,
xenon gas
so
is
I want
enclosed
to
in detector
highlight
chambers,
the
and then
important
the
part
X-ray
to
ionize the gas
for
to produce
the
an
image
electrical
formation
current, and the
is
amount
a
of ionization
detector.
is
Okay, so for
proportional
the
to the
CT,
X-ray
actually,
intensity.
we
So
have two types of the
this
detector.
image shows
First
the
is a
X-ray
xenon
photon.
gas detector,
We
and
enter
second
the
is a solid
detector, and
state
inside the
crystal
detector
detector. So let's
is
have
a
one
xenon
by
gas.
one.
So when X-ray
Alright, so
hit
for
the
the xenon
gas,
gas detector,
they
the
ionize, and
principle,
it will
the
kick
xenon
the
gas is
electron
enclosed in detector
out, and then
chambers,
the
and then
electron
the
move
X-ray
toward the anodes,
ionize
and
the
the
gas to
positive ion
produce an
move
electrical
toward the
current, and the
cathode.
amount
So
of
this
ionization
movement
is
create an electrical
proportional to the
signal
X-ray
which tell the
intensity.
system
So
how much
this
X-ray
image
hit the
shows
detector.
the X-ray
And the
photon.
advantage of this
We
type
enter the
of
detector,
detector
and inside the
is a high
detector
stability and
is a xenon gas. So when
durability, less
X-ray hit the
afterglow,
gas,
and faster
they
in
ionize,
response,
and it will
and then
kick the
less scatter
electron
radiation
out,
due to
and then
directional
the
sensitivity.
electron move toward the anodes, and the positive
But
ion will
the
move toward the
disadvantage is
cathode. So
very
this
low
movement
detection
create an
efficiency.
electrical
It's just
signal
about
which
50 to
tell the system
60%. So cannot
how
be used
much
in
X-ray
multi-row
hit the
detectors. So very
detector.
limited to the single
And the
slide. Just
advantage of
limited to the
this
single slide
type
CT,
of
and
detector
require high
is a
pressure
high
gas
stability and
chamber. So that's why
durability, less
this type of detector
afterglow, and
just
faster
only
in
used in the
response,
early single slide CT
and then
scanner, and
less
no
scatter radiation due to
no longer
directional
common use
sensitivity.
in modern CT system.
But the disadvantage is
Alright, so we
very
move
low
to the
detection
second
efficiency. It's just about
detector. It's
50
a
to
solid state crystal
60%. So
detector.
cannot be used
So the
in
principle
multi-row
is
detector. So very
X-ray
limited to the single slide, just limited to the single slide CT, and
material,
require high pressure
which
gas
convert
chamber.
them
So
into the
that's
visible
why
light,
this type
and
of
then the
detector just
photodiode
only
detect
used
this
in the
light
early
and
single
convert
slide
it
CT scanner,
into an
and
electrical signal. So the intensity of the
no
signal
longer
correspond
common
to the
use
X-ray
in
attenuation.
modern CT
Okay, so the
system.
detector elements here
Alright, so we
can
move to the
detect the X-ray
second
that pass through the
detector. It's a
patient,
solid state crystal
and this
detector.
circuit
So the
board
principle is
is
X-ray
where the detector
stripe
elements are mounted,
scintillator
and it will process
material
the electrical signal
which
from the
convert them into the
photodiode.
visible light,
Alright,
and then the
so the
photodiode
advantage advantage of this detector is high detection efficiency, is almost 99%, and also lower dose required, and work with the multi-row detector array used in multi-slice and cone beam CT. and faster response suitable for helical and dynamic scanning. But they also have the disadvantage and slight afterglow residual light signal and more sensitive to temperature changes.
Alright. So the
Okay, so
advantage
this
of this
type of
detector
detector
is high detection
are
efficiency
used in a modern
almost
multi-site
99%
scanner nowadays and
also
also used
lower
in a
dose
full
required and work
CT
with a
and also
multi-row
for the
detector array used
spectral
in
CT.
multi-slice and
Okay, so
cone beam
this is
CT
the
and
common
faster response
scintillator
suitable for
material
helical and dynamic scanning.
used
But they
today.
also have that disadvantage and slight
Consists of the
afterglow residual light
gadolinium
signal and more sensitive to
oxysulfide. The
temperature
characteristic is a
changes.
high X-ray absorption
Okay, so
and
this
used in a low dose
type of
system.
detector
And then second is a cadmium
are used
tungstate,
in a
high
modern
detection
multi-site
efficiency
scanner
and low
nowadays, and also
afterglow.
used in a
And last
cone
is a
based
ceramic-based
CT,
detector.
and also
This
for
one
the
is high
spectral
durability and used in the
CT.
latest
Okay, so this is
multi-CT.
the common scintillator material.
So next, we move to the
used
image
today.
formation, which is this part is
Consists of
a
the
crucial part actually
gadolinium
for the CT.
oxysulfide.
And then
The
in this part,
characteristic is a high
we
X-ray
touch about
absorption
the
and used in a low dose
data
system.
acquisition
And then
system.
second
And
is a
then
cadmium
the dust
tungstate,
method,
high
we
detection
have
efficiency
about
and
3
low
to 4
afterglow,
method.
and last is a
And image
ceramic-based
reconstruction and
detector.
also image
This one is high
display.
durability and used in the latest multi-CT.
All right.
Alright.
Okay, so
So next,
data
we move to
acquisition
the image
system in
formation,
CT
which is this
is like
part
the
is a crucial
scanner's
part actually
translator,
for the CT.
where
And then in this
that
part,
turns X-ray
we will
as a
touch about
signal into the
the
data computer
data
that can
acquisition
understand.
system, and
So
then
when
the
X-ray
dust
pass through the
method,
body,
we have
they
about 3 to
hit the
4
detector
method,
that generate
and
tiny
image
electrical
reconstruction
signal.
and also
So
image
the
display.
dust take this signal and amplifies them and
Alright.
cleans them up
Okay, so
and convert
data
from the
acquisition system in
analog
CT
or
is
continuous
like the
signal into the
scanner's
digital
translator,
data.
where
From the continuous signal
that
into the
turns
numbers.
X-ray
Okay, so
signal
this
into the
digital
data
data
computer
is then sent to the
that can
CT computer
understand.
for
So
image
when X-ray
processing.
passes through the body,
Okay, so in short,
they
we can say
hit
that
the
dust
detector
plays
that
a
generate
crucial
tiny
role in
electrical signal.
capturing,
So the dust
processing, and
take this
transferring
signal and
accurate
amplifies them
information
and cleans
quickly
them up
and
and convert
efficiently so
from
that
the
high quality
analog
CT image can be
or
formed.
continuous signal into the
All right,
digital
and then
data.
we move to
From the continuous
the
signal
data
into
acquisition
the
method. They
numbers.
have a 4
Okay, so
method.
this digital data
First
is
is
then sent to the
axial
CT computer
scanning,
for image
spec
processing.
and shoot.
Okay, so in
So
short, we can say
this
that dust
method,
plays a
thinking
crucial
like
role in
taking a
capturing,
photo and moving a
processing,
bit,
and
then taking
transferring
another photo.
accurate
So the machine
information
scan
quickly
one
and
slice, stop, then
efficiently so
move
that
and scan
high
again.
quality CT
So it's
image can be
slower but give a
formed.
precise image.
Alright, and then
Okay,
we
and
move
then
to
the
the
next method
data
is
acquisition
a
method. They
helical
have a 4
or
method.
spiral scanning.
First is
So
a
here
axial
the
scanning,
patient move
stack
continuously
and shoot. So
through the
this
scanner, and then
method
the X-ray
thinking
tube
like
will spin
taking a
around them.
photo and
So
moving a
they
bit, then taking
this
another
will
photo.
create
So the machine
a
scan
spiral path,
one
a spiral
slice,
path like
stop, then move
slicing a
and
spiral
scan
ham,
again. So
and
it's
faster
slower but
than,
give a
of course, the
precise
faster than
image.
step and shoot.
Okay, and then the
And
next
also this method
is a
are good for
helical
the 3D
or spiral
images.
scanning. So here
Okay,
the
and then next
patient
is
move
a
continuously
multi-slice CT. This is like a
through
helical
the scanner,
scanning
and then
with
the
a
X-ray
multiple
tube
rows of
will
cameras,
spin around them.
and it
So
captures
they,
many slices at
this
once,
will
so
create
it's super
a
fast
spiral
and give
path
more
or a
detail
spiral path like
in terms of
slicing a spiral
images,
ham,
and
and
it's
faster
great for
than,
emergency
of course,
scan
the
or
faster
detail
than
organ
step and shoot.
imaging. Okay,
And
and then the
also
latest
this
one is
method
a
are good for the
CBCT, cone
3D
beam CT.
images.
Okay, this one is
Okay, and then
used
next is
mostly for
multi-slice
dental,
CT.
face and
This
head
is like a
scan.
helical
So this
scanning
machine
with,
send out a
with a
cone-shaped
multiple
X-ray
rows
beam
of cameras,
and
and it
capture
captures many
images
slices
in
at
one
once.
spin. So
So
these
it's
are processed
super
into
fast and
3D
give more
image
detail
of the patient
in
head
terms of the images,
and teeth
and
especially.
it's great for
All
emergency
right.
scan or detail
So
organ
the next
imaging.
is
Okay, and then the latest one is
the next process for the image
CBCT, cone
formation
beam
is
CT.
image
Okay, this
reconstruction.
one is
Okay, so
used
image
mostly
reconstruction
for
in CT is the
dental, face and
process
head
of turning
scan.
the
So
raw
this machine
X-ray
send out
data
a cone-shaped
collected by
X-ray
the CT
beam
scanner
and capture
into the
many
detailed
image
image
in one
we see
spin.
on
So
the
these are
screen.
processed into
So
3D image
there are three
of
major
the patient
classes
head
of the
and
reconstruction
teeth especially.
algorithm. Okay, first we call
Alright.
analytical
So the next
algorithm,
is
or also we call the
the next
filter back
process for the image
projection.
formation is
Okay,
image
so
reconstruction. Okay, so
this
image
type
reconstruction in
is
CT
thing
is
like
the process
projecting
of
shadows
turning
from
the raw
different
X-ray
angle
data
and combining them to see the full picture
into the detail
and
image
it
we see
first
on the
and commonly
screen.
used
So there are three
but
major
can make
classes of
image
the
look
reconstruction algorithm.
grainy
Okay,
or
first we
noisy,
call
the advantages,
analytical
especially with a low
algorithm,
dose
or
scan.
also we call the filter back
Okay, this method actually no
projections.
fancy
Okay,
trick
so
here. It's just a straight up
this type
mathematic.
is
The
thing like
analogical that
projecting
I can
shadows
say
from
is like
different
Google
angle
Translate.
and
If you want to
combining them
translate
to see the full
our
picture.
language
And
from,
it
for
first
example,
and
from
commonly
Bahasa
used
to the English and English
but
also the
can
very
make
straightforward
image
mathematics
look
like that. Okay,
grainy or
and then
noisy. The
another
advantages,
reconstruction algorithm we
especially
call
with a low dose
analytic
scan. Okay, this
sorry,
method actually
hybrid
no fancy
algorithm
trick
is a
here.
statistical
It's just a
iterative
straight up
reconstruction. So
mathematic.
this one
The analogical
start
that
with
I
also
can
with the
say
raw
is
data
like
and then
Google
cleans it
Translate.
up
If
in
you
the
want to
steps
translate
and
our
removing noise and
language
improving
from,
clarity.
for example, from
It's like
Bahasa to the English and English
re-editing the
also the very
photo
straightforward
using
mathematics like
filters
that.
again
Okay,
and again
and then
until it
another
looks
reconstruction
just
algorithm
right.
we call
Okay, this method still combine or
hybrid
mix with the
algorithm
old school
is a statistical
SDT filter
iterative
back projection with a
reconstruction.
smart
So this one
correction. That's why we call
start
it
with
hybrid.
also with the raw data
Okay.
and then cleans it up in the
Last is
steps
a iterative
and
algorithm,
removing noise and
a
improving
model-based
clarity.
iterative reconstruction. So this
It's
is
like
the smartest and
we
cleanest
editing the
way,
photo
and
using
it
filters
simulates
again
how
and
X-ray
again
should behave
until
using
it
a
looks
model.
just
Then
right.
keep adjusting the
Okay,
image until
this
everything matches
method
perfectly.
still
So think of it like
combine or mix with
polishing a
the old school
diamond. When we do the
FDP
polishing a
filter back
diamond
projection
slowly
with a
and
smart
carefully, but the
correction.
result are
That's what we call
top
the
notch,
hybrid.
especially for
Okay.
low dose scans. And
Last
best
is a
this
iterative
method best
algorithm,
for
a
detail and
model-based
clean
iterative
image, but takes more
reconstruction.
time.
So
And
this is the
of course,
smartest
we need
and
the
cleanest
computing
way,
power.
and it simulates
Okay.
how X-ray should behave using a model.
Okay,
Then
so
keep adjusting the image until everything matches
phase
perfectly.
unit,
So think of
which
it
is
like
a
a
scale
polishing a
used
diamond. When we do
in
the polishing a
CT
diamond slowly and
to
carefully,
measure
but
how
the
dense
result
a
are
material is
top notch,
inside the
especially
body.
for low dose scans.
Okay.
And best this method best
So the
for
grayscale of the
detail
CT
and
image,
clean
where
image,
as
but
we know,
takes more
CT images
time. And
are not
of
in
course,
color but
we
shades of
need
the
the
gray. So
computing
every
power.
structures get their
Okay.
own Hounsfield unit or CT number.
Okay, so
For example, air,
then
the
Hounsfield
value
unit,
of the CT number
which is a scale used in CT
1000.
to measure how
This is
dense a
because
material is
it
inside
absorbs
the
little
body.
X-ray, so it can see black
So the grayscale of the
in
CT
the
image, where as
image.
we know, CT
And then
images
for the
are not in
water,
color but shades of the gray.
0,
So every
the value is
structures get
tissue
their
is a
own
0 and
Hounsfield
looks
unit
gray
or CT
because
number. Okay, for example,
this
air,
tissue absorbs
the
moderate
value of the
X-ray.
CT
And
number
then for the bone
is
tissue,
negative
the value is
1000. This is
plus
because it
1000,
absorbs little X-ray, so it
and
can
usually
see
we can see
black
white because they absorb lots of the
in
X-ray.
the
So knowing Hounsfield
image.
value
And
can
then for
help
the
the doctors
water,
to identify
0,
the
the
different
value is
tissue and also diagnose
HU is a
disease and
0
detect
and
abnormality.
looks gray
So this is
because
the scale
this tissue
window
absorb
from
moderate
the
X-ray. And then
in
for
a
the
human
bone
body, in a
tissue,
tissue
the value is
for the tissue in a human body. So
plus
the air,
1000.
lung, fat, water masses of this. So they have
Usually we
their
can
own
see white because they
CT
absorb
numbers.
lots of the X-ray. So knowing Hounsfield value can help
Okay,
the
so last
doctors
for
to
the
identify
image display is
the different tissue
for the
and
image
also diagnose
formation is
disease
an
and
image
detect abnormality.
display.
So this is the
Okay, so after a CT
scale
scan is
window
acquired, so the
from
image
the
display process
in a
is
human
crucial
body, in the
for
tissue for the tissue in
interpreting
a
the
human
image
body.
accurately.
So the air,
Okay, so the CT
lung,
image display on
fat, water
computer
masses of
monitor
this. So
for
they have their own
interpretation. So
CT
radiologists can
numbers.
adjust during the image display. Radiologists, doctors or
Okay,
physicists
so
can
last for
adjust
the
the window
image
width
display is
to adjust the
for
contrast
the
of the
image
image
formation is an
and
image
also window
display.
level for
Okay,
the
so
brightness
after a CT
and
scan
also,
is
and
acquired,
to
so
enhance
image
the
display process is
visualization of
crucial for
specific issues.
interpreting the
Okay,
image
so during image
accurately.
display also,
Okay,
image
so
can
the
be
CT
viewed
image
in
display on computer
axial,
monitor for
sagittal or coronal
interpretation. So
plane or
radiologists
reconstruct
can
in
adjust during the image
3D.
display.
Okay, so
Radiologists,
CT image
doctors or
display
physicists can
involves
adjust
adjusting window
the window
setting
width
and
to
using
adjust the
reconstruction
contrast of the
technique to
image and
optimize
also window
visualization
level for
of
the
anatomical
brightness
structures
and to
aiding
enhance the
in accurate diagnosis without
visualization of
affecting
specific
radiation dose. So this is
tissues.
the parameter that I already
Okay, so
mentioned
during
just
image
now.
display also,
Okay, so
image
this
can
is
be
the
viewed
example
in
of the window setting.
axial,
So
sagittal, or
for
coronal
the
plane or reconstruct
different scan
in
type. So they
3D.
have
Okay, so CT image display
the
involves
reference of the
adjusting window setting
window level and window
and
width.
using
So
reconstruction technique
this is the
to
roughly
optimize
the setting
visualization
of the
of
window
anatomical
level and
structure
window width
and
that
aiding
are
accurate diagnosis
radiologists
without
use
affecting
during
radiation dose. So this is the
display
parameter that I
the
already
image of the
mentioned just
CT.
now. Okay, so this is the
Okay,
example of the window
last
setting.
part
So
of my
for
presentation
the
is
different
radiation
scan
dose
type, so they have
in CT.
the reference of the window level
So
and
radiation
window
dose in
width. So
CT
this is
consists of
roughly
the CT dose
setting
index,
of the
dose
window
lamp,
level and window
dose
width
lamp product DLP,
that are
effective dose,
radiologists use
and
during
SSTE, size specific
display
dose
the
estimate.
image of the CT.
Okay, so for the CT DI
Okay,
volume,
last part of my
measure radiation
presentation
dose per
is
slice,
radiation dose
and the unit is
CT.
in milligray. Also, this CT metric
So radiation dose in CT
standardized dose
consists
measure
of
per
the
scan
CT dose
protocol,
index,
and also
dose
for the
lamp
DLP,
dose
the
lamp product
total
DLP,
dose over the
effective
scan
dose,
length. So
and
the unit is
SSTE,
milligray
size
times
specific dose
cm,
estimate.
because due to
Okay, so
the
for the CT DI
long axis
volume,
of Z axis
measure
of the
radiation dose
patient.
per slice,
So that one will
and
use
the
to
unit is
estimate the
in
total
milligray.
radiation
Also,
burden,
this
and effective
CT
dose
metric
is considered
standardized dose
tissue
measure per
sensitivity
scan
to radiation.
protocol,
So we measure in a
and
millisievert
also for the
and
DLP
compare
is the
risks across
total
different
dose
imaging
over the
exams.
scan length. So
And
the unit
SSDE
is
by
milligray
adjusting the
times
CTDI
cm,
volume,
because
and
due
it's
to
based on the
the
patient size.
long axis
So
of
in
Z
milligray, so this one is
axis
more
of the
accurate
patient. So that
dose
one
for
will use
pediatric
to
and
estimate
obese
the total radiation
patients.
burden.
Okay,
And
so
effective
let's
dose
have a look one by one
is considered
how
tissue
this
sensitivity to
metric
radiation. So
radiation
measure
dose
in a
in CT will
millisievert
measure.
and compare risk
Okay,
across
so
different imaging
CTDI
exams.
volume.
And SSDE by adjusting the
So
CTDI
CTDI volume,
volume
starting
and
with the
based on the
CTDI
patient
rated
size. So
and
in
defined
milligray,
by
so this one is
1/3
more
of
accurate
CTDI center plus 2/3
dose
of
for
CTDI
pediatric and
peripheral.
obese
So how we get this
patients. Okay,
value,
so
CTDI
let's have a
rated
look one
value
by
from
one
this event.
how
Okay, well,
this metric
we use the
radiation dose in CT
PMMA
will
phantom.
measure.
That 130
Okay, so
cm is for the body,
volume.
and this one, this size 60
So CTDI
cm is for the
volume
head.
starting with the
But
CTDI
this
rated and defined by
60 cm
1/3 of
of PMA
CTDI
phantom
center
also
plus
can be
2/3
used
of
for
CTDI
the pediatric
peripheral. So
body.
how we get this
Okay, so by
value,
inserting
CTDI rated
the
value
patient
from this
chamber
event.
at the
Okay, where
peripheral hole and
we
center
use the
hole, so
PMMA
we can
phantom.
get the
That
result
130
of the
cm
CTDI
is for the
rated. So the
body,
volume,
and this
the
one,
CTDI volume
this
is
size
defined
16 cm is
by
for the head.
CTDI
But
rated
this
divided by the pitch. Pitch is the ratio at the
60 cm of MA
table
phantom
feet
also can be
per
used for the
360
pediatric body.
degree gantry
Okay, so by
rotation to the
inserting
nominal
the
collimated
patient
relief.
chamber
So we can get the
at
result
the
of the
peripheral hole
CTDI
and center hole,
volume.
so we can get
Okay, and
the
then
result of the
from the
CTDI
CTDI
rated. So
volume,
the volume, the
times
CTDI
with the
volume is
length of the
defined
scan
by
range,
CTDI
so we get
rated
the
divided by the
DLP
pitch. Pitch is the
result.
ratio as the table feet
Okay.
per
And then how
360
we calculate
degree
the
gantry
effective dose?
rotation to the
Okay, so
nominal
effective dose,
collimated beam width.
DLP
So we can get
times
the result of the CTDI
coefficient
volume.
factor. This one
Okay,
based
and
on the
then
anatomy and
from the
age. So this
CTDI
is the
volume,
example that I
times
get
with
from
the
the
length
previous
of the
study.
scan range, so
The
we get
coefficient factor
the DLP
based on the
result.
body region, head, neck, chest, abdomen,
Okay.
and pelvis.
And then how
Okay,
we
so
calculate the effective
DLP
dose.
times the coefficient factor, so
Okay,
we
so
can get
effective
the
dose,
effective dose.
uh,
Okay, so the connection between
DLP
absorbed
times
dose
the
and effective dose, where
coefficient
absorbed dose is about
factor.
the
This one based on the
energy
anatomy and age.
deposited
So
in
this is the
tissue,
example
and then
that
effective
I
dose
get
is
from the
about
previous study.
overall biological
coefficient
risk
factor
accounting for where the
based on the
dose
body
is
region,
absorbed. So
head,
both are
neck, chest,
related, but
abdomen, and
effective dose help
pelvis. Okay,
us
so
to assess the
DLP
patient
times the
risk
coefficient
and
factor,
also
so
to
we can
guide
get the
the radiation protection
effective
and
dose.
safety.
Okay, so the
Okay,
connection between
the next
absorbed
is a
dose and effective
SSTE,
dose,
size
where
specific
absorbed dose
dose
is about
estimate.
the energy
Okay, so
deposited
SSDE
in
is a
tissue,
method used
and
to
then
provide
effectiveness
more
is
accurate
about
estimation
overall
of the radiation
biological
dose
risk, accounting for
a
where
patient
the
receive during a
dose
CT
is
scan
absorbed. So both
by
are
adjusting the
related, but
standard dose
effective dose
based
help
on the patient body
us
size.
to
So
assess
how we
the
calculate?
patient risk
So this
and
one
also
we
to
can get
guide
from
the radiation protection and
commercial factor from the
safety.
AAPM report.
Okay.
And times
The
with
next is
the
a
CPDI volume that we can get from the
size-specific
CT
dose estimate.
console. Okay, so before
Okay, so
how to get this
SSDE is a
value? So
method used
we
to
need to
provide a more
calculate
accurate
the effective
estimation
diameter of the patient
of the
first.
radiation
So
dose
by get the
a
lateral
patient
LAP
received during a CT scan
diameter of the
by
patient,
adjusting
so
the
we get the
standard dose
effective
based
diameter
on the
value.
patient body
So
size. So
the
how we
effective diameter
calculate?
value,
So this one we can get
found
from the
conversion factor from the value that we
AAPM
get,
report,
and then we times the
and times with the
CTDI volume,
that
so
we
we
can get from the
get
CT console.
the
Okay, so
result of the
before how to get this
SSDE.
value, so we need
So
to calculate the effective
SSDE
diameter of the patient
is
first. So
famous
by get
nowadays
the
among the
lateral
researcher because
diameter of the
this
patient, so
value
we get the
is
effective
adjusted
diameter
radiation dose
value.
estimate
So
in CT scan and
the
also
effective diameter value,
offering more
we
accurate dose
found the
assessment than CTDI
conversion
volume,
factor from the
especially
value that we get, and then
important
we
in dose
times the
optimization and also for the
CTDI
patient
volume, so we can get
protection.
the result of the
Okay.
SSDE.
I think that's all
So,
from me. Just a basic
SSDE
principle and radiation dose,
is
and very
famous
basic.
nowadays among
I
the
didn't explain more because
this
I feel that
value
there's not
is
enough time
adjusted
if I
radiation dose
explain
estimate in
very
CT scan,
detailed.
and
I'm sure
also
all of us already know
offering
about this.
more accurate
The
dose
basic principle,
assessment
just
than
want to
CTDI
refresh it
volume,
back.
especially
Okay, so I think
important in dose
I
optimization and also for the
go to the
patient
MC. So thank you very
protection.
much.
Okay. I think that's all from me.
Thank you, Dr. Nazra, for your informative
And
session.
very, very basic. I
Our
didn't
next speaker
explain more
is
because
Associate Professor Dr.
I feel
Muhammad
that there's not
Hanafi Ali,
enough time if I
a leading
explain
expert
very
in
detailed.
medical
I'm sure all
imaging
of us
science
already know
and
about this.
radiation dose
The basic principle,
assessment.
just
He
want to
is
refresh it back.
currently an
Okay,
associate
so I
professor
think
in medical
I
imaging at the
go
Faculty
to
of
the
Medicine,
MC. So
Lincoln
thank you very
University
much.
College, Petaling Jaya, Malaysia. Dr. Hanafi holds a doctorate in health
Thank you,
science,
Dr. Nazra, for
specializing
your
in computed
informative
tomography
session.
dosimetry from the
Our next
University of
speaker is Associate
Sydney,
Professor Dr.
a
Muhammad
Master of
Hanafi
Health
Ali,
Sciences
a
in
leading
Magnetic
expert
Resonance
in
Imaging
medical
MRI,
imaging science
and a
and
Bachelor's
radiation
degree
dose
in Medical
assessment.
Imaging Technology from
He is
Curtin University,
currently an
Australia.
associate professor in
Since
medical imaging at
1999,
the
he
Faculty
has
of
served as a
Medicine,
full-time
Lincoln
academician
University
at
College,
several
Petaling Jaya,
reputable
Malaysia.
institutions, including University
Dr.
Technology
Hanafi holds
Mara,
a doctorate
UiTM,
in health
the
sciences,
University of Sydney,
specializing in computed tomography
Huayuan
dosimetry
International
from the
University,
University
and
of
currently Lincoln
Sydney.
University College.
A Master
In
of
addition
Health
to his
Sciences in
full-time
Magnetic Resonance
roles,
Imaging
he has been
MRI
invited to
and a
deliver
Bachelor degree in Medical Imaging
part-time
Technology from
lectures
Curtin University,
at approximately
Australia.
6 universities
Since
across Malaysia.
1999, he has
He
served
has
as a
also been
full-time
appointed as
academician
adjunct
at several
lecturer at
reputable
Teesside University,
institutions,
United
including
Kingdom.
UC Technology
He
Mara,
has served as a
UiTM,
deputy
the
dean
University of
for Student
Sydney,
Affairs at UiTM,
Huayuan
a technical
International
committee
University,
member for
and
Malaysian
currently
Radiation
Lincoln
Safety
University
Standards,
College.
and
In
editorial
addition to
board
his
members for
full-time roles,
International
he has been
Medical
invited to
Imaging Journal.
deliver
His research
part-time
focuses
lectures
on
at
exposure
approximately
index,
6
dose
universities
reference
across
level, and
Malaysia.
CT image
He has also
optimization.
been appointed as
Today,
adjunct
he will
lecturer
present
at Teesside
essentials
University,
of CT
United
image
Kingdom.
quality,
He has
parameters,
served as a
and
deputy
trade-off,
dean
where he
for
will
Student
explain
Affairs at
how
UiTM,
imaging
a
parameters
technical
influence
committee
image
members for
quality and
Malaysian
radiation
Radiation
dose.
Safety
Please
Standards,
welcome
and
Associate Professor
editorial board
Dr.
members for
Muhammad Hanafi
International
Ali.
Medical Imaging Journal. His research
Thank you
focused
very much.
on exposure index, dose reference level,
Yes,
and CT image
Faika Ismail,
optimization.
and
Today, he will
thank
present
you to
essentials
everybody
of CT image
to attending
quality,
this
parameters,
conference
and
webinar.
trade-off,
And
where he will
I would like
explain
to
how
thank
imaging
also to
parameters
the
influence image
MSR
quality
as a
and
host of this
radiation dose.
event,
Please
and
welcome Associate Professor Dr.
give me
Muhammad
opportunity
Hanafi Ali.
to share my experience and knowledge in this
Thank
field.
you very much.
I'm really
Faika Ismail,
fortunate to get this
thank you to
time
everybody to attending this conference webinar
to share with you
I would like
some
to
of my
thanks also to the
experience
MSR
and
as a host of this event,
whatever I
and
have here to
give me an opportunity
to the Asian,
share
the
my
broader
experience and knowledge in this field.
participants in the same
I'm really
topic that we discussed today.
Opportunity
Just want to ask you, is
get
the
this
can you see my
time
slide shared here?
yes, to share with you some of my experience.
Okay, can you see that?
And
My first
whatever
slide?
I have here to the Asian,
You
the broader.
Thank you. My topic today is essential of
the
is
same
city image
topic
quality.
that we discussed
We
today.
discussed about parameters
Just want
and
to ask you, is
trade-off of
can you see
how
my
we're going to
slide?
balance between
shared?
quality and radiation dose. Okay, and
Okay, can you see that?
this is
My
my
first slide.
CV. If you like to scan that, or you just
You can.
put your camera there,
Thank
and
you.
you can see my
topic today is essential of the
information
city
there.
image quality. We discussed about parameters.
I'm going to
and
talk about three
trade-off
city
of
parameters:
how we
image
to balance
quality,
between
and we have to consider that
quality and
as a part of
radiation
our
dose. Okay.
bread and butter.
And
Is for radiographers
this is my
doing
CV.
CP
If you like
examinations,
to
and
scan that, or
we
you
must also know
put your
how
camera
to
there, and you
adopt
can see
or
my
adapt
pocket
the new
information
technology
there.
to
I'm going to talk
adjust
about key
our
city parameters, image quality, and we have to
and
consider
patient
that
care,
as a part
and
of our
of course radiation
bread and
dose of the
butter
patients.
is for radiographers.
Dr. Hanafi,
Yeah.
can you show
examinations,
your
and,
slide with the
we must also
slide
know
presentation
how
mode,
to,
please?
adopt
I already done that.
the
I think maybe I
new
use
technology
two
to
monitor here.
Maybe that's why we
adjust
only see the
our,
PowerPoint mode, not the
image
slideshow
quality
mode here.
and patient
Can you see
care.
that?
And
Okay,
of course,
now we see it.
radiation
Okay,
dose
thank you,
for the
Doctor.
patients.
All right.
Dr. Hanafi,
Yeah.
The first one.
can you show your slide
Please.
with the slide presentation mode, please?
Second.
I already done that. I think maybe I use two monitor here.
Maybe that's why we only see the PowerPoint mode, not the slideshow mode here.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Okay, now we see it. Okay, thank you, Doctor.
All right. Scan parameters, image quality in
That's
situ.
the first one.
Actually, we have three main
This.
factors that related to CT scan.
Second,
The first factors is we call it as a primary factors, and secondary factors and other factors. This one is available everywhere in the journals, articles, or in the textbook. And for primary factors that normally radiographer can playing around
scan parameters,
is
image
a tube current,
quality.
MA,
Actually,
tube
we have
voltage,
three main
and
factors
scan
that
time, pitch, and
related
scan
to CT
acquisition type.
The first
This is
factors
something
we
like
call it as
either
a
we doing
primary
axial
factors
or
and
helical.
secondary
That's
factors and other
we
factors.
talk,
This one is available
that's what
everywhere
does it mean
in
by
the journals, articles,
acquisition
or in
type.
the textbook.
And the secondary
for primary
factors, sometimes
factors
we're not
that normally
aware
radiographer
about
can
this, but we
playing
actually
around
deal with that
is a tube
in
current,
every
MA, tube
examination, such as
voltage,
SFOV,
and scan time,
DSOV,
pitch, and
beam
scan
collimations,
acquisition type. This is something like
reconstructed
either
/width,
we doing axial
reconstruction
or
interval.
helicals. That's a
This is something about
that's what does it mean by
the
acquisition
interval
type.
of that reconstruction. So
And the
that's free,
secondary factor, sometimes we're not
or
aware about this, but
we
we actually
get the
deal with
image
that
and
in
reconstruction
every
algorithm,
examination,
meaning
such
that
as
this one is a step-by-step what we normally do,
DSOV,
and actually
beam collimations,
we have a specific
reconstructed
protocol for
/width,
that.
reconstruction
And
interval.
once we have that
this is
two
something
factors,
about
then the other one is something
the
that
interval of
related to
reconstructions
patients
that
and
free,
equipment. the first two, patient size and patient motions,
we get the image
we
and
can avoid that
reconstruction algorithm, meaning that this one is a
patient motion,
step-by-step
but
what
patient
we
size,
normally
of
do.
course,
And
we need
actually,
to
it's
we
have
accept that, and
specific
we
protocol
have to
for that.
adjust the situation
And
with the parameters
once
that
we
we
have
have.
the
Okay, and geometric and
factors, then
detector
the other one is
efficiency, of
something
course,
that
that's
related to
normally
patients
depend on
and
the machine
equipment.
that we use.
The first
So
two,
we need
patient
to know
size
from
and
the
patient
manual
motions,
how our machine
we
perform with
can avoid
related
that
to geometry in terms of
patient
the
motion,
focal
but patient
size,
size, of
the
course,
distance,
we need to
all these things,
accept that, and we have
detector
to
style.
adjust the
Yeah,
situation
and
with the
of course,
parameters
the
that
last
we
but
have.
not least is
Okay, and
training and
geometric and
experience is
detector
very
efficiency,
important
of
in
course, that's
CT scan examinations
normally
as a
depend on
CT
the machine that we
radiographer.
use. So we need to know from the manual how
Just
our
go back to the
machine
basic
perform with
briefly.
related to
We
geometry
need to
in
know
terms
that
of the focal
KVP or
size, the
tube voltage
distance,
is
all
something
these
that
things, and
not
detector type.
give us
Yeah,
really
and
room
of course,
for
the last but
playing
not least
around.
is
We only maybe
training and
3 or 4
experience is
steps
very
for CT
important in
scan. We just
CT
have
scan
that in
examinations
certain way
as a
that
CT
we just look at the
radiographer.
patient size, then we choose this and what examination that we are
Just go back to the
doing.
basic.
So, for
Briefly,
example, like
we
pediatric,
need
then we
to
have
know
to
that
use a very low,
KVP
maybe
or
80 or
tube
100
voltage is something
KVP for
that
that. Okay, for
not
that examination, or big or
give us
obese
really
patient,
room
then we have
for
to
playing
increase
around.
that
We only
120 or
maybe 3 or
140.
4
That's a
step
kind
for
of
CT scan. We just have that in certain
variable,
way that
or I mean,
we just
option that
look
we
at the
have.
patient size.
In
Then
terms
we
of
choose this and
MA,
what
there's
examination that
something
we are
good and a
doing.
lot of
So, for example,
terminology
like pediatric,
used
then we have
currently.
to
After
use a
we
very low,
introduce
maybe
speech, we
80 or
introduce
100
helical,
KVP
we
for that.
introduce
Okay, for that
something like
examination.
a
Big or
modulation.
obese patient, then
Yeah.
we have to
With that,
increase that
we
120 or
sometimes
140.
call it as
That's a
a
kind of a
effective MA or MAS
variable,
effective or
or I mean,
something like that.
option
Okay,
that we have.
so that's a
In terms
need
of
to really know
MA,
and
there's something good and a lot
understand
of
that then only we can
terminology used
communicate,
currently.
or we can
After
understand
we
when we
introduce speech, we
doing the
introduce
examinations
helical,
or
we
carry out the
introduce
examination with
something
that
like
kind of
modulation.
knowledge that we have.
Yeah.
And of course, the third one is optimization
that
image quality. Then we have to really take care of that based on the minimum requirement by
so that's
the
a need
latest
to really know
finding from the researcher or journals
understand that
article
then
that
only
we have
we
to
can
keep on update
communicate, or
ourselves
we can
with
understand when
what
we
kind of image
doing the
quality or
examinations
noise level,
or carry out the
SNR level
examination
that
with
we
that kind
need
of
to know. Then only
knowledge
we
that
can
we have.
minimize the dose
And
to the
of
patients.
course, the third
So
one is
playing around with KVP,
optimization
MA, and
image
other
quality. Then we have to
primary
really take care of that.
factors
Based on
really
the
help us
minimum
to optimize the image
requirement
quality,
by
and compared to the
latest
image dose,
finding
radiation
from the
dose, sorry.
researcher or journals article that we have to keep
To discuss
on
about that, let's say we just have our
what
numbers
kind
of
of
terminology
image
here. For
quality or
example, we
noise
have
level,
MA,
SNR level
and
that
how
we
about
need
MAS
to
per
know.
rotation
Then
time,
only
and
we can
MAS
minimize the dose to
effective.
the patients.
MAS
So
effective, something
playing
that
around
we
with KVP, MA, and other
normally
primary
use. And
factors
if
really help us
we already take
optimize
care, or
the
I mean,
image
take
quality,
account of the pitch and
compared to the
rotation
image
time.
dose,
So
radiation
something
dose,
like
sorry.
that. Okay, and that
to discuss about that, let's say
second
we
one,
just
we
have
have
our
a
numbers of
per tube
terminology
rotation.
here. For example, we have
MAS, MA
and
per
how about
tube rotation.
MAS
Then
per
we call it
rotation
MAS.
time?
Then
And
how about
MAS
the MS
effective?
effective
MAS
multiplied
effective,
by
something that
pitch?
we
So from there, we have to use per
normally
slice. They use the term
use
MAS per slice or something,
if
time per
we
slice.
already take
And
care, or I
that's
mean,
really
take account of the pitch and
must be
rotation time.
familiarized
Okay. And
familiarized by the
second one, we
radiographer.
have
Sorry. And
rotation.
that's something that we have to familiar with the MAS only. Yeah,
rotation,
we have
then we call
other
it MAS.
terminology,
Then how about
but
the
we need
MAS
to know what
effective
kind
multiplied by
of
pitch?
terminology
So
or
from there, we
parameters
have to use per
called
slide.
and
They
what
use the
is
term
referred to. Okay.
MAS per slide or
And
something
when
time
talking
per
about
slide.
pitch,
And
I don't know
that's
how
really
far radiographers now
must
familiar with
be
this, but that is
familiarized
terminology or definition about pitch.
by the
But the one that normally we do
and
is we're
that's
talking
something
about the
that we have to
table move,
familiar with the
table
MAS
motion.
only.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here
we
we
have
can see that
terminology, but we need to
we
know
call it W here
what
as a
kind of terminology or
width,
parameters
yeah, collimation width, and D is a
what
distance
is referred to. Okay.
table
And when talking about pitch, I
travel,
don't know how
and
far
you see that
radiographers
D
now
is more than
familiar with this,
the
but
W that we
is
have here.
two
So we have another one
terminology
here.
or
Is
definition about pitch,
I can't
but
see
the
it
one
actually.
that normally we
Yes.
do is we talking
one
about the table
detector
table motion.
collimation
Okay,
size. Okay.
here we can see
So
that
with that we can define that
we call
a
it
pitch
W
is
here as
about the table
width, yeah,
travel
collimation width,
over
and D is
the
a
collimation.
distance.
Okay, W is the whole collimation
table,
size. Okay, in
travel,
that
and you see that D
sense
is
that
more
we can
than
say that
the
if the
W that
table
we have here.
have
So we
bigger
have
than
another one
collimator,
here is
then we can say that
I can't
this
see actually.
pitch more than one. If the
Yes.
travel is smaller than collimation,
detector
then we call it
collimation size.
pitch
Okay.
less than one.
So
That
with
will
that,
impact the
we
radiation
can
dose to
define
the
that
patient
the
in an
pitch is
image quality.
about
Before I forget, okay. If
table
we have a
travel
pitch more than
over
one, we
the
can say that
collimations. Okay, W is
we
the whole
skip
collimation
certain area,
size,
and we can have a
that
lower dose to the patient compared
sense
if we
that
use
we can
one.
say that if the
One,
table
yeah,
have
table
bigger
over
than collimator, then
collimator,
we can say that
collimations.
this
If we use
pitch more
less,
than one. If
meaning that we
table
can
is
have higher image quality, but we
big,
put extra dose to the patient.
if we have
and
a
the
pitch
time
more than
become
one, we can say that
longer.
we skip
Before I
certain
forget, I
area,
might
and we
repeat
can
this
have
later.
a lower
Okay?
dose to the patient compared if we
Impact
use
of slice
one
thickness, very
one,
important. Here, then we can
table
say that
and
what
over
option that we have. If
collimator
we have a
collimations.
smaller area
If
of
we use
anatomy, then we
less,
need a very detailed
meaning that
structure
we can
with
have
less
higher, we can
contrast.
have
Then
higher
we have
image
to use
quality,
a smaller
but we
or
put extra
slice
dose to the
thickness.
patients. And
Then
time
the impact
become
of that, we have to increase the
longer.
exposure parameter
Before I
to
forget,
compensate
I might
the contrast and
repeat this
quality
later.
image.
Okay.
Yeah. And if we
Impact of
have
slice thickness, very
good
important
high
here, then we can say that
subject
what
contrast,
option
for
that we
example,
have.
or
If we
anatomy
have a
contrast,
smaller
then we
area
can
of
use a
anatomy,
smaller
then we
slice
need a very
to
detailed
get
structure
a better
with less
resolution to
contrast.
that,
Then we
or
have to use a smaller
error from the calculation
slice
of
thickness.
the
Then the impact
photon
of that we
of
have to
the
increase the
city.
exposure
Okay.
parameter. To compensate
Reconstruction
the
algorithm, so we
contrast
can
and
say that
quality
this
image.
is a
Yeah.
nowadays it's
we
very
have
good. We have a
good
IR.
high
Before that,
contrast,
we
subject
always
contrast,
use
for example,
filter
or
back
anatomy
projection.
contrast, then we can
They
use a
use a
smaller
filter back
slice
projection
to
because a little bit
get a better
simpler
resolution to that,
algorithm. At a
error
certain
from
time
the
with the capability of the computer, then we can get a very good image. Compared now, we have a very high-tech
reconstruction
computer,
algorithm.
CPU
We
or
can say that
processing.
this is
Then what we can do
nowadays
now,
is
we
very
can
good.
have
We have
IR, yeah,
before that we always
reconstruction,
use
iterative
filter back
reconstruction
projection.
with
They
a
use
different
filter back
model.
projection because a
If
little
we
bit
can, we want to a bit very good
algorithm,
image quality, then we can
at a
use
certain time
higher
with
model.
the
Then
capability of the
we
computer,
can
then
get
we can
a
get a
better
very good
image,
image.
but a little bit
Compared now,
longer
we
time.
have a very
However, still
high-tech
can be
computer CPU or processing.
tolerated by
Then
the
what we can
time
do now, we
consumed
can
by
have
that
IR,
algorithm. Okay,
reconstruction,
and
iterative
so
reconstruction
of course
with a
quality
different
and those
model.
trade-off is
If
we have to
we
update
want
that
to a bit very good
based on
image
the
quality, then we
finding
can
by
use higher
researcher
model. Then we can
now
get a
and then.
better
Okay,
image, but a little
currently
bit
then
longer
how
time.
they find it,
However,
how
still
in
can
specific
be
area, anatomy part, body part, and how they're going to get that with minimum noise, very good image quality, then can provide diagnostic value for that. Then we can say that that's enough. We don't want a little bit higher than that. Just look very nice, but we expose radiation beyond the limit that we consider that is acceptable. Okay.
With minimum
and we now discuss to the image quality. Talking about image quality, we cannot run from this spatial resolution and contrast resolution. And let me define that. If maybe if you know, then good. If someone that still at the beginning of this terminology, then I just want to mention here we have two types of spatial resolution: transaxial resolution and Z sensitivity. Okay, if transaxial, of course, from left to side to side of the patient, that we normally have that side. I mean the images. And if we talk about Z sensitivity, means the line long axis of the patient from head to toe. Okay, that's something that two types of spatial resolution. Okay, then I just spatial resolution mention here we have something that we want to see or define the sharpness of that. Okay, if another contrast resolution is about that we want to compare the images, the anatomy, structure or abnormality and normal cell in that image. Okay, that's and that one is something that depend on how we choose our parameters. Spatial resolution. And this spatial resolution, normally we use a phantom that we can measure line per centimeter or per millimeter. And contrast resolution, we normally use another phantom that with a different density or Z number or something like that, so that we can see it also has a high contrast resolution or low contrast resolution. How the CT scan perform that on how we choose our parameters. Okay, and this spatial resolution normally we use a all right. Phantom that we can here I already discussed that transaxial resolution per millimeter across the patient, and that we normally use another for transaxial resolution we normally have that limit 7 lines per centimeter. So that we can see for Z sensitivity is about 0.5 to 10 resolution or low. This is something that how the standard set for that resolution. So another one that actually I just got it lately is about Voxer resolution. Okay, this Voxer resolution something that we also need to know. And if of course the spatial resolution appear like that, we can say that this is not very good because we learn about the metric size, pixel size, everything, but this is about Voxer. We just focus straight to the diameter here. So another one that with 4.4, then we just use 4 here, means that the pixel is a little bit smaller than the feature diameter. Then what we can get is something like this. If we have a pixel size about 2 mm, we can see about different resolution appear like that. Like we can say that this is elongated, not elongated. The structure already changed from a circle here or one big dot there to square here. But if we really make it a little bit smaller pixel, then we can get a better voxel image here. Okay, this is what we call it voxel resolution. Than the picture diameter. Then here we talk about patient dose. I just briefly here. Sometimes when we talk about millisievert, milligray, everything is very hard for us. But we compare or relatively one examination with other, and not talking about image quality. Of course, that normally as a practice we have to third quartile of the practitioner
image here.
perform that
This is what we
acceptable
call it,
image, then we can
pixel
say that that
resolution.
is a acceptable
And
image
here
quality. Then,
we
for
talk
example,
about
if
patient
we
dose.
consider that
I
CT
just
scan
briefly here.
chest X-ray
Sometime when
about
when we talk about
0.02
millisievert,
considered as one
milligray, everything is very
relatively,
hard for us.
and for
But we
head
compare
CT
or
we
relatively
can
one
have
examination
about
with other, and not talking
4
about image quality.
millisievert
Of course,
or
that
about 200
normally as a
chest
practice we
X-ray,
have to
and
third
chest
quartile
CT
of
about
the
3
practitioner perform
millisievert,
that
then we have
acceptable
about
image, then we
150,
can say that
and
that is a
abdominal
acceptable
CT we
image
have
quality.
5,
Then,
about
for example,
250.
if we consider
So
that
that's
CT
how
scan
we
or
can relate that
chest
to the
X-ray about
to the
0.02
dose
considered as
in
one
that examination. So
relatively,
when we
and
discuss
for
about
head
patient dose
CT
relatively,
we
then we
can
can see
have
that how
about
much radiation dose from CT scan to
4
the chest
millisievert
X-ray, or we can
or
compare to the
about
background
200
of
chest
radiations.
X-ray.
So we
And
need to balance that. Okay,
chest CT about 3
I mentioned that a
millisievert,
few
then we
times
have
that
about 150,
SNR, contrast,
and
ratio,
abdominal
all
CT
is a
we
very
have 5,
important part that
about
we always
250.
must
So that's
aware,
how
so that we
can
can
relate that to
know what are
the
we performing
to the
and how much
dose
that our
in
quality
that
of our
examination.
service
So
to the
when
patient
we discuss
related
about
to the
patient dose
radiation dose and
relatively, then
image
we can
quality.
see that how much radiation dose from CT scan
I don't
to
know if
the
I
chest
want
X-ray,
to
or we can
mention this
compare to
again
the
or not,
background
but
of
this is something that
radiations.
very brief. Let
So
me
we need
take
to
about
balance that.
30
Okay,
second maybe. The first
I
thing that
mentioned that
we
few
normally
times that
do in a CT
SNR,
scan, we call it as a
contrast,
absorbed dose,
ratio, all
in
is a
gray.
very important
And this
part
one
that
is
we
just
always
something
aware,
radiation
must aware, so that we can
that
know
impart
what are
to
we
unit
performing
mass
and
of
how
tissue,
much that
okay,
our
to the patient.
quality of
But
our
if we
service
consider
to
that
the patient related to the
we use
radiation dose
X-ray,
and
then
image
we call
quality.
it as a equivalent dose, as a CV.
I don't know if
If
I want
we know
to
that
mention this
the
again or
tissue
not,
weighting
but this is
factor
something that very
for the
brief.
whole
Let me
body
take
total
about
is
30
equal to 1,
second maybe.
then we can
The
say
first thing
that
that
effective
we
dose
normally
in
do in a
millisievert
CT scan,
unit. You
we
see that
call it as
the
a
unit all
absorbed dose,
change
yeah, in
depend
gray.
on what
And this one is just something radiation
factors that we use. First
that
X-ray, second to the
impart
whole body,
to
then
unit
we
mass of tissue,
name it
okay,
or use
to the patients.
millisievert for
But
that.
if we consider that
But if we use for the
we use X-ray,
population,
then we
then
call
we
it
use
as
that
a
as a
equivalent
densievert.
dose,
So
as
this is
a
the
CV.
formula that I
If
use
we
from
know
beginning,
that
so it's easy to
the tissue
memorize,
weighting
not
factor
confused. And
for
the
the whole
beginners,
body total equal to
especially,
1,
then we can
say
memorize
that
that easily.
effective
Okay?
dose
This
in
one
millisievert
I
unit.
got
You see
it
that
from
the
ICR
unit all
390.
change depend
And
on what
for those descriptors, I think
factors that we use. Yeah. First X-ray,
Dr. Azura
second to
already
the whole
mentioned that.
body. Then
I just
we
want to mention here
name it or
again
use
briefly.
millisievert for
Those
that.
descriptors
Okay,
for
but
CT,
if
first
we
is
use for
CTDI
the
and
population,
computed
then we use
tomography
that
dose
as a
index.
millisievert.
Before this,
So
there's
this
a
is a
numbers
formula
of
that I use from
those
beginning,
mentioned
so it's
about
easy to
CTDI
memorize, not
100,
confused, and for the
CTDI
beginners,
average
as
for
well
this
as
thing. Okay, but
you
when
know.
CTDIW, we
For
call
those
it weighted
descriptors,
CTDI.
I
This
think
is something the CTDI
Dr.
when
Azura already
we use
mentioned that.
phantom
I
and
just want to
we
mention here
average
again
the
briefly.
measurement from the
Those descriptors
central
for CT
and
first
three
CTDI
four
and
other points like
computed
12
tomography dose
o'clock,
index. Before this,
12,
there's a numbers
3,
of
6, and 9
those
o'clock.
mentioned
So
about
once we average
CTDI
that, we
100,
call it effective
CTDI average for this
weighted
thing, okay?
CTDI.
But when CTDI
Once
W,
we have
call it weighted CTDI. This is something that
pitch into
CTDI
consideration,
when
then we call
use
it
phantom
CTDI
and
volume.
we
Okay,
average
so the name
measurement from
changed
the
because
central
what we are
and three or four
calculate and
other
how we
points
get this
like 12 o'clock,
CTDI. And
12,
to
3, 6,
get
and 9 o'clock.
to
So once
get the
we
whole
average that,
dose
we call it
radiation from CT
effective
scan, we call it as a
weighted
dose length product,
CTDI.
where
Once
we
we
multiply
have
milligray
pitch
to
into
the
consideration,
length
then
of
we call
the
it CTDI
distance
volume.
of the table
Okay,
travel.
so
Okay,
the
like
name changed
centimeter
because
in unit
what
of
we are
centimeter. So
calculate and
milligray
how we get
centimeter.
this
But this one
CTDI.
still we cannot
And
compare
to
with
get to
normal
get
other
all
X-rays,
those radiation
so
from
like
CT scan,
radiation,
we call it
fluoroscopy,
as a
or this
dose
thing,
length product,
in
where
millisievert.
we
So what we
multiply
have to do, I think Dr.
milligray
Alura also already mentioned that
to the
we need
length
a
of
factor. So
the
normally we can get
distance
it from
of
a
the
different
table
article
travel,
journal or
okay,
from
like centimeter in
European
unit of centimeter. So milligray
guide,
centimeter.
something like that.
But
The,
this one,
the number
still we
is
cannot
slightly
compare
different. Then
with
from that
the
factor, then we
normal
can
other
call it
X-rays,
as a
so
millisievert
like
or
radiation
effective
fluoroscopy
dose.
or this thing.
Okay,
In
and
millisievert.
lately
So what
we
we have
have
to do,
another
I think
unit,
Dr.
we call
Alura
it
also already
SSDE,
mentioned that we need a
size
factors. Normally we
specific
can get it
dose
from a
equivalent.
different
So,
article
and
journal or
must
from
remember that this dose not
European
direct from the patients. I have to
guide,
stress
something
on
like
that.
that.
This does
The
not
number is
come from the
different.
patient.
Then
We
from
just
that factor,
compare
then
the
we
measurement
can
from the
call it
phantom
as a millisievert or
to the patient that
effective
we have
dose.
with the
Okay. And lately,
parameters. That
we have
1, 2,
another
3,
unit, we call
4
it
here,
SSDE.
we base on the phantom, and
Size
SSDE,
specific
we use
dose
that
equivalent.
for,
So,
and
must
we
remember that
add
this
another
dose
measurement
not
from the
direct from the
patient's
patient.
size. Yeah,
I have
so
to
that's how we
stress on
get that
this does
SSDE.
not come from the patient. We just
How long that I
compare
have?
the measurement from the phantom to the patient that we have with the
how long that I
parameters.
have?
That 1, 2, 3, 4 here, we base on the phantom, and SSDE.
Hello,
we use that
sorry, doctor.
for,
Basically, we are
and
actually
we
quite early.
add another
Okay.
measurement
How long that
from
I
the patient's
need?
size. So
You
that's how you
has
get that
time about
SSDE.
more than 50 minutes, but you can have
How
more
long that I
since
have?
our next speaker is
Another
actually scheduled on 11. Now, actually, about
okay.
time.
So,
How long that I
but
have?
time to finish, I only halfway.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay.
All right.
It's okay, doctor.
Okay. Now we go
sorry,
on with
doctor.
this.
Basically,
Please let
we
me
are
know because
actually quite early.
if you need me to
So
stop,
how long
just
that
let me
I
know,
need?
and maybe 5 minutes before the time, I
Has
can just
time
stop at
about
that
more than
time.
50
Okay.
minutes, but
Okay,
you
doctor.
can have more
All right.
since our
Ladies
next
and
speaker is
gentlemen,
actually scheduled on.
Doctor, Professor, this trade-off in city imaging can be considered if we really
It's
take
okay,
care
it's
of
okay.
this. I mean, to start, I mean,
It's
to
okay,
accept
doctor.
the
Now
examination
we
from
go
the
on with it. Please let me
patient,
know
or
because
normally from the
if
doctors
you need me to
refer
stop, just
to
let me
the
know, and
our
maybe 5
department,
minutes
medical
before the
imaging
time, I
department,
can just stop at that.
normally filtered by
Okay,
the
okay,
radiologist
doctor.
or registrar
All right.
to say yes or
Ladies
no
and
to that
gentlemen,
particular examinations.
Doctor,
And
Professor,
after that, then we
this
make
trade-off
appointment
in
when
city
they
imaging
can do that.
can
And
be
so
considered
the first
if we really take care of this. I mean,
gate that
to start,
normally
I mean, to accept the examination
do
from the patient, or
for
normally from the doctor's
optimization
refer
come
to
from
our
radiologists. Okay,
department, medical
they
imaging
normally
department,
scan the
normally filtered
request,
by the
and is it
radiologist or
possible
registrar
or
to say
acceptable
yes
for
or
the
no to that particular
examination.
examination.
Then second,
And after
pass
that, then
to
we make
radiographers.
appointment
Okay, radiographers
when
must
they can
really
do that.
take care of
And
this
so the first
particular examination, especially maintain the
gate
image
that
quality
normally
and minimize the radiation
do
exposure. So an
for
effective strategy
optimizations
for balancing
come
of
from
this. So
radiologists.
that
Okay,
those
they
days,
normally
when
scan
I
the
did my
request,
research
and is
in
it possible or
early
acceptable for the
2001, for
examinations.
example, for
Then
Malaysian
second, pass to
populations,
radiographers.
I
Okay,
got that
radiographers
certain
must
kind
really
of
take care of this
very large
particular examination,
variation of
especially
exposure
maintain
parameter
the
used.
image quality
And
and
normally at
minimize
that
the
time, I
radiation
think before that
exposure.
time too,
So
they
an effective
use
strategy
whatever
for
protocol
balancing
already
of
there.
this. So that
And at that
those
time,
days,
year 2000,
when I
still
did
they
my
don't have
research
CPDI
in
appear on the console
early
panel. I think a
2001
work
for
committee
Malaysian
from
populations,
ACRT or from
I got
somewhere,
that certain kind of
that
very
suggest
large
that
variation
we
of
must have
exposure
that
parameter
CPDI
used.
and DLP
And
for the
normally at
later
that time, I think before that
machine
time too,
produced or
they
CT
use
system
whatever
produced. So
protocol already
after
there.
that, I can see
And at
CPDI,
that time,
DLP
year
appear
2000,
when we
still
choose
they
the
don't have
exposure parameters.
CPDI
So that's a very good
appear on the console panel. I
development.
think
And
a
since
work
last
committee
10, 14
from
years of
ACRT or from
10, 15
somewhere,
years of time.
I
Okay. And
they suggest
something that
we must have that CPD
these
and
people,
DLP
I mean,
for the
radiographers have
machine
difficulty
produce
to
or
about
CT
this
system produce. So
balancing
after that, I can see
about
CPDI,
the
DLP
trade-off,
appear when
about
we
the
choose the
parameters and
exposure
patient
parameters.
dose.
So
They
that's a
just
very good
recall the protocol
development.
and start the
And
examination.
since
Okay.
last 10, 14
And
years
here
of,
in CT
10,
image
15
quality,
years of time,
I'm going to discuss about resolution,
there's
noise, and
something
contrast.
that
That's something very
those
important.
days people, I mean,
Three
radiographers have
descriptors in
difficulty
CT image quality.
about this
These are something, the image,
balancing
we can see that's a little
about
bit
the
difference in terms
trade-off
of quality.
about the
Of course,
parameters and
if I want
patient
to
dose. They
ask
just
face-to-face,
recall the
much
protocol
easier,
and
but
start the
this one
examination.
online
Okay.
hard to
And
communicate or
here
two-way
in CT
communication.
image
But I just go
quality,
through with this.
I'm going to discuss
And you
about
can see that
resolution,
blurring
noise,
and
contrast.
image
That's
quality very
something
low.
very
To the left
important.
side, you can see my
Three
laser moving around here.
descriptors in CT image
This is
quality.
because of the smoothing.
This
Yeah, brain
something, the
smoothing.
image, we can see
Actually,
that's
we
a
need
little bit
for
difference in terms of
bone
quality. Of
algorithm.
course, if I want
Then
to
we change to
ask
age
face-to-face much
enhancement. You
easier,
can see
but
very nice
this one online hard
contrast,
to
high
communicate or
contrast
two-way
between
communication.
this
But I
one
just go through with this.
gas
And you can see
and
that
bone setting there
blurring
and outline of the
image
bone
quality
nicely
very
there.
low.
But
To the
we, of
left
course,
side,
we
you can
cannot
see
see
my
the
laser moving
soft
around here.
tissue
This is because
contrast
of the
there because
smoothing.
we use a
Brain
different
smoothing.
algorithm.
Actually, we
Okay.
need for
And that's
bone
something that
algorithm.
just
Then
to
we
discuss.
change
Okay.
to age
And first, I want to
enhancement. We can see
I would
very
like
nice
to discuss about resolutions.
contrast.
And
High contrast
resolutions,
between this one's
briefly,
gas
we can
and
say that this
bone
is the
setting
image
there and outline
of
of the
the
bone
object,
nicely there.
and
But
what
of
we
course,
have
we
the
cannot see
detector
the
here. You see
soft
that
tissue
the object or all
contrast
the
there
same. We have
because we use a
side
different
A and B
algorithm.
here,
Okay.
left side
And
and right side.
that's something
But
that
we have a different
just to discuss.
detectors
Okay.
here. Then
And first, I would
very
like
good
to
detector on the right side
discuss about
with
resolutions. And
smaller
resolutions,
size of detector.
briefly,
We can
we
say that
can say that
see
this is
that
the
the
image
image display
of the object and what
most
we have the
accurate on the
detector
right
here.
side, but
See that
the left
the
side is
object
something
all-
merged there,
all the
yeah,
same. We
like
have,
elliptical
side
there,
A
and this
B
is
here,
something
left side and
contributes
right side,
to the
but we have
unsharpness of the
different
image. Yeah? So
detectors
based
here.
on that
Then
detector there.
very good detector on the
So
right
I'm
side.
not
With
go through
smaller
these all
size of
parameters, but we
detector.
need to know
We
that
can say
this
that
is a
we can see that
scanner
the image
factors,
display
something like focal size or
most
this thing.
accurate on
Yeah,
the right
and
side,
detector
but the left
size,
side
but
is something
scan parameters
merged
normally
there,
we can
elliptical there,
we have
and
option
this is
to
something
choose that.
contribute
Okay,
to the
number
unsharpness of the image. So based
reconstruction
on that
file
detector there.
F or V. Yeah,
So I'm not
frequency. Okay,
go through
and
this all
but must
parameters,
remember
but we
that
need to know
this
that
resolution
this is a scan,
not
scanner
affected by tube
factors,
current and
something
tube
like focal
voltage.
size
Yeah,
or this
for
thing.
transaxial
And
resolution.
detector
Remember
size,
that
but
transaxial
scan
means
parameters
across,
normally
yeah,
we
from
can
left lateral
we
to
have
lateral.
option
Okay,
to
for
choose
the
that. Okay,
along that axis, we can
reconstruction
have this something that
F or V, yeah,
we must have
frequency. Okay, and but must remember that
we must
this resolution
remember that
not
affected by
affected by tube
detector
current
size,
and
thickness,
tube voltage. Yeah, from
overlapping
transaxial
sampling,
remember that
and
transaxial means
focal size
across,
focus.
yeah,
Yeah?
from
So
left,
in these
lateral to
situations that
lateral.
we
Okay,
have to use
for the
smaller size. Yeah.
along
So
that axis,
if we use
can
smaller
have
the size,
this something
greater
that
the noise. So
we must have
remember that. So we need to improve by
we must
increase the
remember that
slice thickness.
affected by
Yeah.
detector size,
So
thickness,
less the partial volume artifact,
overlapping
but
sampling, and
volume
focal
artifact
size
will
focus, yeah.
reduce. So which one
in
you
these
going to
situations
choose?
that
Then
we
you have to
use smaller
consider
size.
and learn from
So
journal
if we use
article
smaller
or
the size,
latest
greater
current
so
research from
remember that. So we need to
researcher.
improve
Okay,
by
and
increase the
second,
slice
first
thickness.
contrast,
So
second
less
noise.
the partial
Then noise,
volume
of course,
artifact,
is something that
this volume
exists,
artifact
yeah,
will
everywhere,
reduce. So
and
which
we
one
can
you
say that
choose,
this
then you have
noise,
to
if we have
consider
a
and
photon
learn from
less than what we
journal
need to
article
penetrate
or
the
latest
matters, then we can
current
have like
research from
noise, quantum noise will appear. Okay. Normally noise we call it also as a standard deviation. So this is the image that we have, and these are the photon that are detected, and we can see the detected something that we can see the contrast there. Okay.
We need to penetrate the
level of noise.
Then we can have
contrast here.
Noise,
let's say we can say that the first thing is noise. If we have higher noise, the contrast will reduce. If we use tube current, higher tube current, then we get better image
and we can see the
quality, lesser noise,
something that
but
we
radiation
can see
to
the
the patient
contrast
will
there,
increase.
The level of noise.
Inherent tissue properties, meaning
Contrast
that
here.
anatomy
Let's say
contrast
we can
or
say that
inherent
the first
contrast,
thing is
or we
noise.
call it
If we have higher noise,
the contrast between two
reduce.
structure
If we
or
use tube current,
part in
higher
a
tube current,
patient.
then
Okay,
we
beam
get
zero
better
voltage. Of course,
image,
the higher the beam will get
quality, lesser noise,
reduce the
radiation
contrast.
to the
Remember that
patient will
photon
increase.
electric and constant effect and photoelectric.
Tissue properties,
So we
meaning
need that. But in CT scan, we cannot compare
anatomy
exactly the same like
inherent
X-ray because
contrast, or
we
we call
want
it,
at least the X-ray photon
contrast
penetrate
between
the matter
structure
or the
or,
structure that we want to measure.
in a
Not like
patient.
X-ray,
Beam
it's
zero
absorbed and
voltage,
appear
of course, the
white,
higher the beam
gray, something
will
like that.
get
What we need to know,
reduce
we
the
must make
contrast.
sure that
Remember
photon
photon electric and
penetrate the
content,
patients and hit the
content
detector,
effect
then
and
give us some
photoelectric.
value.
So
Okay,
we
that's
need that.
something that
But
we
in
need
CT
to do.
scan,
That's why
we
the
cannot
KBP
compare
a bit high
exactly the
in
same like X-ray
CT
because
scan.
we want at least
Another thing that we have
X-ray
to be
photon
aware that
penetrate
about
the
contrast
matter or the
media
structure that
in
we
patients,
want to
how we're
measure.
going to use,
Not like
how much
X-ray, it's absorbed and appear white, gray,
concentration of
something
the
like that.
contrast.
What
We
we need to know,
really
we must
study
make sure that
and
photon
use the optimum one.
penetrate the
Okay.
patients and hit the
And,
detector, then give us some value.
Here,
That's something that we need to do.
just
That's why the
go to
KBP
the
a
little bit
bit high
calculation
in
or ratio here,
CT scan.
and effect on the radiation
Another
dose.
thing that we
Of course,
have to be aware
MA
that
will
about
directly
contrast media
proportional.
in
Increase the
patients,
MA
how we
will
going to
increase
use,
the radiation dose.
how
KBP
much
is something about we have to
concentration
calculate
of
that
that
a little bit,
contrast,
but it's
we need
contribute
really
to
study
but a little
and
bit higher
use the
KBP,
optimum one.
more penetration,
And
less the radiation
here,
absorbed by the patient. So
just
consider that
go to
a
the little
lesser
bit calculation
radiation
or
to the
ratio
patient.
here. And effect
That's
on
something
the
that
radiation
we
dose.
also have to
Of
consider
course,
that
MA
scattered.
will directly
If we
proportional.
use
Increase the
KBP.
MA will
Low
increase the
KBP
radiation
will
dose.
contribute
KBP is
more
something
scattered.
about we have to
Of course,
calculate that
time,
a little bit, but
directly
it's
proportional.
contribute to
Longer time,
but a
length,
little bit
longer
higher KBP, more penetration,
dose.
less
Sorry, not longer dose.
radiation absorbed by the patient. So
Higher dose.
consider
Okay.
that
Now pitch.
lesser
Pitch. I already
radiation to the
discussed that.
patients.
First, we have to
That's
start
something
with
that
one.
we
One is
also have to
something that
consider that
norm.
scattered,
Okay, standard.
if
If we
use
increase the
KBP,
pitch, meaning that
low KBP
radiation dose will
contribute
reduce,
more
inversely proportional. Okay.
of
If we
course, time,
reduce the dose,
directly
the
proportional,
pitch,
longer
increase the
time,
dose
then
because
longer
we use a smaller slice
dose.
thickness.
I mean,
We
sorry,
have to
not
scan
longer
more
dose.
to the patient, then we
Higher
get
dose. Okay.
we
Now pitch. Pitch
expose
already discussed
extra
that.
dose to the patient.
First, we have to start with one. One is
And
something that no,
of course, that
standard.
as a
If we
radiographers,
increase
we
the
have
pitch,
to
meaning
consider
that
all these
radiation
things.
dose will
What case
reduce.
that we
Inversely
having
proportional.
now?
Okay. If we
It's
reduce
a
the
trauma
dose,
patient,
the pitch,
pathological
increase
cases,
the dose
pediatric,
because we use a
or
smaller
something
slice thickness.
in
We
that
have to
kind
scan
of
more
patient,
to the
coma patient, then
we get
you have to
we
play around with the
expose
parameters so that
extra
to
dose
suit.
to the
If you think that time is important now,
And,
then you have to use
course,
higher
that
exposure
as a
with
radiographers, we
shorter
have
time
to
with
consider all these things.
increase the
What
pitch
case
number.
that
Let's
we
say
having now?
1.2 to
Yeah,
1
it's a
point,
trauma patient,
up to
pathological
1.5, you
cases,
still can get a good
pediatric,
image.
something
And don't use until
that
2
kind
because
of
2
patient,
normally we
coma patient,
use for
then
colonoscopy
you have to
examination.
play around
We
with the
skip a lot.
parameters
We
so that
not really
as soon,
focus
if
on
you
the
think
image
that time
quality.
is
What we want to see
important
the
now, then you
differences
have to
between
use higher
wall of
exposure
the
with
colon. So something like
shorter
that.
time
Okay.
with
If pediatric, if
increase
we
the
need
pitch
sedation
numbers.
or not,
Let's say
then how we going to
1.2
scan
to
the
1
patient based on that.
up
Yeah.
to
So
1.5, you
trauma
still can get a good
scan time.
image. Yeah.
Or the kind of
Don't use
patients.
until 2 because 2
Routine
normally
screening,
we use for
something that if we want to
colonoscopy
use a metric, we
examination,
want to
we skip a
study
lot.
the
We not
cancer
really focus on the image
in the
quality.
brain,
What
for
we
example,
want
then
to
we
see
use
the
a
differences
very
between
nice or smaller
wall of the
pixels.
colon.
We
So
have
something
to
like
use
that.
a
Okay.
different
If
parameters
pediatric,
like we
we
normally
need
use.
sedation
So
or
this is
not,
something
then
we have.
how we going
Routine
to scan the
examinations,
patient based on that. Yeah.
routine, special examination for identify
kind of patients,
cell cancer.
routine screening,
So we can see
something
the
that if we
spike of
want
the
to use a
graph,
metric, we
something
want
like
to
that.
study
And
the cancer
for
in the
screening
brain,
that
for example,
here,
then we use
maybe
a
we
very nice or smaller pixels. We have to use a different parameters like we normally use. So this is something we have.
calculus
Routine
heart examination, like screening. I don't know,
routine,
even
special
either
examination
mammography
for
also now use
identify
CT scan
cell
for
cancer.
screening or not. But
So you
definitely,
can see
I
the
think
spike on
they
the graph,
like to have
something like
MRI
that.
for that
And
examination. Screening
for
for
screening
mammography,
that
but
here maybe we
routine screening here, I can just give an example such as calcium score
calculus
or
heart examination like
BMI
screening.
or
I don't know, even
osteoporosis
either
examination. Just want
mammography
to see
also
the
now use CT scan for
bone
screening
density,
or
for
not.
example.
But definitely, I think
And
they
parameter
like to have
adjustment
MRI for that
must
examination.
keep
Screening
ongoing.
for mammography, but
Research must carry
routine
out
screening here, I
now
can
and
just
then
give
to
examples such
measure
as
what is the best. I think with the phantom, I
calcium
work
score
very close with
or
Professor
BMI
Dr.
or
Anam from
osteoporosis
Semarang.
examination.
And I
Just want to
think
see the
he is very good in as a
bone
medical
density,
physicist,
for example.
established.
And
And
parameter adjustment
they have a lot
it
of
must
phantom in their
keep
department
ongoing.
and a lot of
Research
examinations
must
or
carry
study
out
being done
now and then to measure what is
for
the best. I
establish
think with the
minimum
phantom,
image
I
quality
work
that
very
acceptable
close
for
with
CT scan
Professor
examinations.
Dr. Anam from Semarang.
And technique
I
for
think
minimize
he's
artifact.
a very
This
good
artifact
as
another
a
thing
medical
that
physicist,
we have to consider
established.
and how
And
those days we
they
have
have a lot of
very
phantom in their department, and
I
a
mean,
lot
we
of
have problem with the
examinations
artifact. We have to adjust patient
studies being done.
positions. That time we don't have a software
For
to
establish
eliminate this. And
minimum
nowadays we have
image
that.
quality
But
that acceptable
before
for
we
CT
have
examinations.
that software
And
applied,
technique for
but we have
minimize
to really
artifacts.
know
This
the
artifact another
few
thing
things
that
about
we
artifact.
have
Okay.
to consider.
And here,
those days we have
we have to
very
optimize scanning protocol.
I
Firstly,
mean, we have
proper
problem with the
patient
artifact.
position.
We have to
And
adjust patient position. That time we
talking
don't
about
have a
patient
software
position,
to
radiation
eliminate
dose,
this. And nowadays we
modulation
have that.
transfer
But
function. Sorry, I just
before
mentioned
we
that.
have
I worry that I skipped that. This is very
software
important part.
applied,
Where
we have to
when
really
we
know
use
few things
we
about
not
artifact.
really
Okay. And here
observe
we
that
have to
patient at
optimize
the
scanning
isocenter
protocol. First
of the
thing,
gantry.
proper patient
Yeah,
position.
we
And
the scout
talking
view
about patient
or
position,
planning
radiation
view
dose,
will
modulation transfer
get that
function.
image
Sorry, I
wrongly,
just
and
to mention that
TCM
I worry that
modulation
I
will
skipped that.
use that
This is very
image
important part.
to measure the to
When we
modulate
use
the
we
MA
not
for that
really
examination or KV. Yeah. So with that, we
observe that
have
patient
problem
at the isocenter of the
maybe
gantry.
to
We
either expose the patient
scout
unnecessarily
view, planning
because positioning the patient
will
not at the
get
isocenter.
that image wrongly,
And
and
here,
PCM
patient
modulation
positioning,
will
then
use
advanced
that
reconstruction
image
algorithm,
to
as
measure
we,
the, I mean,
I
to
think
modulate
we
the
normally
MA
do, or
for that
we learn
examination
that
or KV.
from
Yeah.
our
So with
basic
that,
degree, that
we have problem.
really make sure that we
Maybe
have to use that algorithm
to
nicely,
either expose the
reconstruction
patient
algorithm, then we have to
unnecessarily
know
because positioning the
which
patient not at
particular
the isocenter.
reconstruction that we need to do.
And here,
Okay.
patient positioning, then advanced
Quickly
reconstruction
about
algorithm.
artifact, even
As
though I
we,
got a lot
I
of
think we
images
normally
there,
do,
but this one
or
is a
we
basic
learn
one that
from
at least
our
we
basic degree that
need to know.
we
Okay,
really make
physics-based
sure that
patient
we have to
properties,
use that
scanner-based,
algorithm
and
nicely.
helical
Reconstruction
or
algorithm, then we
multi-slice
have to
artifact.
know
Okay, quickly here
which
from
particular
basic
reconstruction that we need
physics-based,
to do.
we can see normally we have this high beam
Quickly
hardening,
about artifact,
beam,
even though I got a lot
call
of
it beam hardening.
images there,
How
but
to
this
know
one
that?
is a
Here we
basic
have
one
a number of
that
photons,
at
we got
least
an
we
energy level.
need to
Once
know.
we reduce the
Physics-based patient
number
properties,
of photons here,
scanner-based, and
number of photons was
helical
MA,
or
yeah,
multi-slice
and
artifact.
the beam
Okay.
hardening,
Quickly
beam
here,
energy
from
increase
basic
here, yeah, with
physics-based,
less
we can
NA
see
and increase
normally
the
we
KV.
have this
Then what we
high
can
beam
see that there's a
hardening, beam
different
beam hardening.
mean energy.
How to
With
know
that,
that?
we
Here
can see
we
the
have a
image
number
something
of
in
photons.
between
We got the energy
posterior
level.
or pit
Once
pulsar
we
there, we can
reduce
see a little
the
bit
number
wider
of photons
from the
here,
standard one
photon
or
one,
from the normal
MA,
one. So
yeah,
this is
and
artifact
the
that we
beam
can
hardening,
find. So
beam
this is
energy
cupping
increase
artifact due
here,
to the
yeah, with less
beam
NA
hardening.
and increase
Yeah,
the
occur
KV.
with the
Then what we
if
can
we
see
have
that there's a
spherical object.
different
Quickly.
mean
Here
energy.
partial
With that, we
volume
can see the
artifact.
image
Here you can
something
see
in
we
between
have a very good
posterior or pit pulsar there. We
a
can see a
part
little
of
bit
that circle,
wider
but
from
we
the
can't see
standard
anything
one
there
or
because
from the
the
normal
photon
one. So
absorbed
this is
there. Yeah,
artifact that
consider
we can
absorbed
find. So
100%
this
there,
is
then we can
cupping
see very
artifact
white here.
due to the
So the image white there. Yeah,
beam
the
hardening.
attenuation
Yeah,
is very
occur
high with that
if
kind
we
of
have a spherical
situation.
object.
Here
Here
with
partial
starvation,
volume
that's a
artifact.
good
Here
thing
you can
about
see we
starvation.
have a
So
very
we're
good
talking about exposure parameter. We
part of
normally
that
can use that
circle,
parameter,
but
and
we can't see
nowadays we
anything
have
there because
MA
the photon
modulation.
absorbed there.
So with
Yeah,
that
consider
modulation,
absorbed
especially for
100%
the
there, then we
shoulder
can see
area,
very
a
white
wide
here.
area
So
here,
the
we
image
can
white there.
see
Yeah, the
kind of
attenuation is very
artifact
high
there.
with
This
that kind
is
of
can be done by two ways.
situations.
First thing is
Here
the adaptive
with
filter, yeah, adaptive
starvation,
filter,
that's
then we
a
can
good thing
have
about
this
starvation.
noise
So we're talking
reduced,
about
then we
exposure
can see
parameter.
just nice
We
there,
normally
yeah.
can use
And the
that
second
parameter.
one,
And
we
nowadays
can
we
see
have
the
MA
automatic
modulation.
adjustment
So
of
with
the
that modulation,
MA
especially for the shoulder
anterior,
area, the
posterior,
wide
or
area here,
laterally.
we can
So
see
with that,
kind
we
of
can avoid
artifact
this
there. This it
artifact,
can be
photon
done by
starvation
two ways.
artifact.
First thing is
Metallic artifact,
adaptive
I
filter.
think that one
Adaptive
consider
filter. Then we can
standard
have
one.
this
I
noise
want to do something
reduced. Then we
scanner
can see
based
just noise
ring
there.
artifact.
Yeah.
This because
And the
of the
second one,
detector.
we can
And
see
spiral and multi-slice
automatic
base. This
adjustment
one
of the
due to the
MA
cone
anterior,
beam that
posterior,
we
or
use for
laterally. So
multi-slice,
with that,
yeah, from
we can
along the
avoid this
z-axis of the patient.
artifact. Yeah,
Then we
photon
can see
starvation.
the different there. Yeah.
Metallic
So this
artifact, I
make,
think that one
make a
consider
little bit
standard one. I
effect
want
on the
to
image
do something
quality.
scanner-based ring
I
artifact.
think
This
the
because of the
iterative
detector.
reconstruction keep on
And
going. People
spiral and
know better,
multi-slice base.
and they
This
use a
one
lot of
due
model.
to the
And another one is a
cone beam
hybrid one
that
that
we use
combine
for
between a filter
multi-slice.
back
Yeah,
projection
along
and
the z-axis
iterative
of the patient.
reconstruction
Then
to
we
get
can see
higher
the
image
difference
quality
there. Yeah.
with
So this
lesser time
artifact make
frame.
a
So
little
that's
bit
something that we need, especially for
effect on the image
fluoroscopy
quality.
CT, for example.
I
Yeah,
think
dual energy, of course,
iterative
with this
reconstruction keep
higher
on going.
detection
People know better,
method,
and
we
they use a
can
lot of
get
model.
a high and
And
low
another one is a
contrast
hybrid
structure
one
all
that
together
combine between a
appear
filter
in
back
one image,
projection
and we can
and
detect
iterative
abnormality
reconstruction to
for
get
any
higher
specific that
image
we
quality
normally have.
with lesser
And
time frame. So
artificial
that's something that we
intelligence,
need, especially
of
for
course, now those days we
fluoroscopic
have
CT,
CAD, or
for
something that
example.
introduced
Dual energy, of course,
last 10,
with
20
this
years,
higher
but now
detection
we have
method,
deep
we
learning
can
and
get
AI, all these
high
things.
and
Please
low
update ourselves
contrast
with that.
structure
I also
altogether
updating, as
appear
it's
in
very
one
hard
image,
to
and we
update
can
that.
detect
We need a basic knowledge
abnormality
that, and we
for
have
any
to
specific that we
keep the
normally have.
momentum of
And
understanding of this
artificial intelligence,
new
of
terminology.
course, now those days we
And
have CAD or something that
with that,
introduced
I think I
I will be discuss key city parameters, image quality considerations, trade-off in city imaging, advanced technique, and future trend that going to be discussed by the third speaker, Mr. Esno. And I think that I will cover this. And if you have any questions, please send it to Secretariat, then I try to answer that. I also would like to acknowledge a number of contributors for my presentation: Radiology Cafe, Radiopedia, Donald Prey from AJR, Articles, Ayah Takashi, very nice Rigaku website with discuss about of city artifact. Brian Net, how radiology works. I think he's one of the professors that I normally refer from YouTube. He's explained very nice portion 5-10 minutes time, so we learn part by part from that. With that, I would like to thanks for your attention, and ladies and gentlemen, I pass it back to Miss
Brian Net, how radiology works. I think he's one of the professors that I normally refer.
Yes, Dr. Miss Faika, Madam Faika.
Sorry. Now I can feel my age.
With that,
you still young, basically.
Thank you very much.
Pass it back to Miss,
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Hanafi, for your engaging session. Now we go to our next speaker, Mr. Isnu Halim.
Yes, Dr.
Mr. Isnu is an esteemed clinical marketing expert and radiology application specialist with over 8 years of experience in the healthcare industry. He is currently the clinical marketing senior manager for imaging and surgery at Fujifilm Asia Pacific, where he oversees advanced imaging technologies, AI-driven solutions, and regional clinical collaboration. Mr. Isnu currently pursuing his PhD in medical imaging from University Putra Malaysia.
He is currently the
He has an MBA in strategic management from the International Islamic University Malaysia and a bachelor degree in dynastic imaging and radiography from
advanced
UPM.
imaging technologies.
He has worked with global healthcare leaders, including Philips, GE Healthcare, and Siemens. And he is the founder of the Fujifilm Asia Pacific Healthcare Learning Academy, FAHLA,
He has
in
an MBA
3
in
different
strategic
countries,
management
which is
from the
in
International Islamic University
Thailand at
Malaysia
Mahidol
and a
University
bachelor degree in dynastic
in
imaging
Malaysia,
and
which is
radiography from
quite
UPM.
impressive at
He
2
has worked with
university,
global
which is
healthcare
University
leaders,
Kebangsaan Malaysia
including
UPM
Philips,
and
GE
University
Healthcare,
Putra
and
Malaysia
Siemens.
UPM,
He is
and
the
in
founder
Philippines
of the
at Ministry of
Fujifilm Asia
Philippines.
Pacific
His
Healthcare Learning
expertise lies
Academy,
in
FAHLA,
AI-driven city
in 3
innovations
different
and
countries,
clinical workflow
which is
optimization and as
in
well
Thailand
radiation dose
at
reduction
Mahidol University,
strategies. Today, we will
Malaysia,
discuss
which is
advancement
quite
in CT
impressive
technologies
at 2
and their impact
university,
on
which is
radiation
in
dose,
University
and in
Kebangsaan
depth
Malaysia UKM
look at how
and
emerging
University Putra
technologies
Malaysia
is shaping
UPM.
the features of
And
CT
in
imaging.
Philippines
Please
at Ministry of
welcome
Philippines.
Mr. Isnu
His
Halim.
expertise lies in AI-driven
Very
city
good
innovations
morning, everyone.
and
Thank you,
clinical
Madam
workflow
Faika,
optimization and as
for
well
such
radiation dose
elaborate
reduction strategies.
introduction of
Today,
myself.
we will
Okay,
discuss
let me share my
advancement
screen.
in CT technologies and their impact on radiation dose, and in depth look at how emerging technologies is shaping the futures of CT imaging. Please welcome Mr. Isnu Halim.
I hope you all can see my screen now.
everyone. Thank you,
Clearly,
Madam
sir.
Faika,
We can see it.
for such
Okay,
elaborate
Again,
introduction of
thank you
myself.
to
Okay, let me
everyone.
share my
I believe you
screen.
have a very busy schedule over the week and you still spend time over the weekend to learn more about CT technology. And thank you to the organizer, all the above mentioned
I
organizers
hope you all can see my
for
screen now.
inviting me to be one of the
Clearly,
speakers.
sir.
Okay, my topic will be on the
Okay,
advancement in CT technology
again,
and impact on the
thank you
radiation
to
dose.
everyone. I believe you have a
Just
very
a little
busy
bit brief
schedule over the
introduction
week, and
about
you
me,
still
already
spend
mentioned
time
by the
over the
Madam
weekend
Faika.
to
My
learn
name is
more
Isnu
about
Halim. I'm head of
CT
marketing division
technology,
of
and
Fujifilm
thank you to the
Healthcare Asia
organizer,
Pacific, based in
all the
Singapore.
above mentioned organizers,
I'm also the
for
director
inviting
of
me to
Fujifilm
be one
Asia
of the
Pacific
speakers.
Healthcare Learning
Okay,
Academy,
my topic will be on the
where
advancement
we
in
have
CT
a
technology
few
and
universities
impact on
that
the
has
radiation
been
dose.
established over the past
Just a little bit brief
6 years.
introduction about me. Already
In
mentioned by
2019, we
Madam
signed an
Faika.
MOU with Haider
My name is
University.
Esno Halim. I'm
We
head of
established
marketing
Center
division
for
of Fujifilm
Digital
Healthcare Asia
Imaging and
Pacific,
Medical Imaging Informatics.
based in Singapore.
Next, on the same year,
I'm
we
also
also
the
have
director of Fujifilm
established
Asia
Center
Pacific
for
Healthcare Learning
Advanced Breast
Academy,
Imaging with National
where we
University
have
of
a
Malaysia,
few
which is University
universities that
Kebangsaan Malaysia.
have been
And
established
then
over the
in
past
2023, we
6
signed
years.
another MOU with
In
University Putra
2019,
Malaysia,
we signed an MOU with Haider
focusing
University.
on the advanced
We
medical
established Center
physics.
for Digital
And coming
Imaging and
soon,
Medical
which
Imaging
is
Informatics.
next week,
Next,
we'll be signing
on the
another
same year,
MOU
we
with
also
University of
have
Philippines
established
to establish
Center
Center
for Advanced Breast
for Healthcare
Imaging
Informatics.
with National University of
And
Malaysia,
a little,
which is
little
University
bit
Kebangsaan Malaysia.
introduction of Fujifilm
And
for
then,
those who are not
in
familiar yet with
2023, we
Fujifilm.
signed another
There's a
MOU
lot of
with
development over the
University
past
Putra
years.
Malaysia,
Fujifilm started back in
focusing on the
1936.
advanced medical physics.
You can
And
see on
coming
my first
soon,
slide, we show that
which
we
is
are almost
next week,
19 years,
we'll be
90
signing
years
another
old
MOU with University of
company
Philippines to
based
establish
in
Center
Japan.
for Healthcare Informatics.
And we introduced
And
and moved into
little bit
healthcare industry
introduction of
back in
Fujifilm for those
1936
who are not familiar
with
yet with
our
Fujifilm.
film.
There's a lot of
1983 with
development
our
over the
computed
past years.
radiography system, one of the
Fujifilm
first
started back in
being commercialized.
1936.
And then over the
You
years,
can see
things
on my
changed.
first
The
slide, we
demand
show
of
that we
film
are
has been
almost 90
reduced.
90 years
What
old
Fujifilm
company, based in
continuously
Japan.
maintain and sustain in
We
the industry.
introduced
We
and
have
moved into healthcare
evolved
industry
into
back in
modality companies
1936
where we
with
have
our
expanded
film.
into
In 83 with
digital
our
X-ray
computer
solution.
radiography system,
We have expanded
one of
in
the first
X-ray system.
being
We have ultra
commercialized.
portable system
And
that
then
widely
over
being
the years,
used
things
for
changed. The
TB
demand of
screening,
film
for
has
mobile
been
work, for home
reduced.
work.
What
And then we have IVD in vitro dry cam
continuously maintain
solution and
sustain in the
endoscopy.
industry.
And in
We have evolved
2022,
into a modality
we
companies
expand more our
where
portfolio
we have
with
expanded into
acquisition of
digital
CT
X-ray
and
solution.
MR
We have
and
expanded in
ultrasound
X-ray system.
business
We have
unit.
ultra portable system
So
that
we have
widely being used
comprehensive workflow
for
to
TB
say we
screening,
fit.
for mobile work,
And
for
then we
home
also
work.
being one of the leader
And
in
then we
medical
have
IT, which are our
IVD
CNAPs.
in vitro
And
dry cam
in 2019,
solution
when
and
everyone
endoscopy.
is
And in
just started to have
2022,
discussion
we
on
expand
artificial
more our
intelligence,
portfolio
we
with
already
acquisition
established
of
our AI
CT
platform. We call
and
it
MR
Riley.
and
Okay, so this
ultrasound
is
business
how
unit. So we
Fujifilm
have
Healthcare
comprehensive workflow to say
is
with,
being
and then we
developed and
also being
sustained
one of
until
the
now.
leader in
So the development
medical
priority
IT,
here is
which our
we
CNAPs
don't
and
design
2019,
machines.
where
We
everyone
don't design machine for the sake
just
of
started to have
what we call
discussion on
this
artificial intelligence. We already
for profitability
established
or
AI platform. We call it
for
Riley.
chasing
Okay, so
the
this
trends
is
and the
how
technology. But what we are doing
Fujifilm
for Fujifilm
Healthcare
is we provide solutions
is
that
being
tailor the needs of
developed
medical
and
practice.
sustained
So
until
we
now.
focus
So the
on
development
the
priority
solution
here
selling
is
instead of
we don't
moving into
design
faster
machines. We don't
advanced
design machines for the
technology,
sake of
all those things. So we focus
what we
more
call
on
this
provide solution. Like example, I mentioned about TB
for
screening. We
profitability
talk about
or
lung screening, how we work
for
with our
chasing
CT and
the
our
trend
deep
and the
learning
technology.
iterative
But what we are
reconstruction
doing for
and
Fujifilm
others.
is we
Okay,
provide
and we have
solution that
also
tailored the
focused
needs of
in
medical
AI
practice.
technology
So
like
we
others
focus
do.
on
I
the
mentioned back since
solution selling instead
2019,
of
our
moving
integrated
into
AI
faster
FDR Nano,
advanced
where we use
technology
for
and
COVID
all these
screening,
things. So
was
we
first in
focus
the
more
world.
on provide solution. Like example, I
And
mentioned
it
about
is
TB
proudly say
screening.
it's in
We
our
talk
region,
about
which
lung
is
screening,
in
how we
Thailand.
work with our
Then after
CT
that,
and
we have
our
huge
deep learning
installation
iterative
of
reconstruction
AI for
and
TB
others.
screening
Okay,
across
and
the
we
globe.
have
And
also
then
focused
last
in
one is
AI
a
technology,
continuous
like others do.
engagement with
I
healthcare
mentioned
professional
since
through education
2019,
platform.
our
We call it FALA, the one
integrated
that they
AI
mentioned
FDR
earlier.
Nano,
What
where
is
we use
FALA? And
for COVID
later I
screening
will
was
elaborate
first in the
more.
world.
And also we have our own
And it
user
is
meetings.
proudly say it's in our
So
region,
in
which
terms
is
of
in
FALA,
Thailand.
okay, I'll take
Then
this
after that, we
a
have
little bit
huge
time for
installation
this.
of
After this, I will jump into the
AI for
topic.
TB screening
Just to
across the
introduce
globe.
to everyone,
And then
FALA is
last one
our
is a continuous
education
engagement with
platform.
healthcare
Okay, we want to
professionals
elevate
through
our
education
healthcare
platform.
education
We call it
our main thing here is in the region is to
Fala,
close the
the one
gap
that we
between
mentioned
countries.
earlier.
We see a lot
What is
of
Fala and
huge gap between one
later I
country
will
to another
elaborate more.
in terms
And
of
also
the
we have our own user meetings.
radiology,
So in terms of
what we call it
Fala,
practice,
okay, I'll take
and then we
this
wanted to
a
close the
little
gap.
bit
So we
time for
equip
this.
professional with
After this, I
knowledge
will
and
jump
skill.
into the topic.
And then
Just to introduce
because of
to
the demand
everyone,
of modern
Fala is
healthcare,
our
and the second one
education
is
platform.
we are not
Okay, we
doing
want to
from our
elevate
end.
our
We work
healthcare
together with
education, and our
highly
main thing
accredited
here is in the
top
region
educational
is to close the
institutions, as
gap
I
between
mentioned,
countries. We see a lot of
together with their
huge gap
faculty
between one country
to
to
come up
another
with
in
the
terms of
structured
the
educational module. And
radiology
then last one, we also create a
what we call
localized
it practice,
Asia-Pacific
and then we wanted to
collaborative
close the
tools
gap. So we
and
equip
also
professional
support
with
some of the
knowledge and
research.
skill.
We have done
And
quite a
then
lot
because
in
of the
terms of
demand
that.
of
So
modern
as you can
healthcare.
see on the bottom
And the
part with
second one
Maido
is
University, we
we are
focus
not
on
doing
digital
from our
imaging
end.
and
We
medical
work
imaging
together with
informatics. We have, as
highly
of now,
accredited
certified
top educational
more than
institution,
50
as I mentioned,
PACS administrators,
together with their
which
faculty
is
to come up with a
and
structured
also
educational module.
huge
And
number
then
of
last one, we also
digital
create a
imaging
localized
participants
Asia
as well.
Pacific collaborative
And the
tools,
progress
and also
for
some of the
UKM, we
research.
have
We
more
have
than
done quite a
1,000
lot in terms of that.
healthcare
So as you
professionals
can see on the
engaged
bottom part,
throughout
with
3
Maido
years or 4
University,
years
we
of the
focus on digital imaging and
establishment.
medical imaging
And
informatics.
coming
We
soon,
have,
we're going
as
to
of
have a
now,
professional
certified
certification,
more than 50
which open
PACS
to the whole
administrators,
region to come and join
which
in
is
National University of Malaysia
and also
to get
huge number
professional
of
certification
digital
in
imaging participants as well.
breast screening.
And
Okay,
the
and last
progress
one, the recent one
for
is
UKM, we have more
with
than 1,000
University
healthcare
of Putra
professionals
Malaysia.
engaged throughout
We
3
come up
years,
with
4
courses
years
where
of the
we want to equip
establishment.
our
And
radiographer and
coming soon,
radiological
we're going to have
technologists
a professional
into things
certification
that
which open to
encourage
the
them
whole
to further
region to
pursue
come and
their
join in National University
interest
of
in
Malaysia
research, in
to
collaboration,
get
as well as also
professional
in
certification in
quality
breast
control
screening.
and quality
Okay, and last one, the recent one is
QC and QA
UPM,
of the equipment.
UPM,
So this
University
is
of
where
Putra
we
Malaysia.
come
We
in
come
terms
up with
of
courses
FALA.
where we
So
want to
now
equip
let's
our
move to the topic
radiographer
today.
and
I'm sorry to
radiological
take some time of
technologies
this. So
into
my
things
topic will
that
be on the advancement in CT technology. And when we talk
encourage
about
them
advancement
to
in
further
CT
pursue
technology,
their
the direction is
interest
to
in
improve
research, in collaboration,
image
as well
quality, patient safety, speed,
quality control and
and
quality
without what we call it
QC and QA of the equipment.
less focusing
So
on
this is where we
diagnostic
comes in
capability. So
in
these
terms
are
of
the things that
so now
we're going to
let's
focus
move to the topic
in
today. I'm
advancement
sorry
in
to
CT
take some time
technology.
of this. So my topic will be on the
When we talk
advancement
about
in CT
advancement in CT
technology.
technology,
And
I
when we
believe
talk
you
about
have heard
advancement
from
in
the previous
CT
speaker.
technology, the
There are
direction
many
is to
advancement
improve
in CT technology
image quality.
over the years.
Second
We
one is
talk
patient
about the
safety,
latest
speed,
advancement in the
and
design
without
of the system,
what we call
of the
it
detector system. Before this, with
less
spectral
focusing on
CT,
diagnostic
with dual
capability.
source,
So
with
these are the
photon
things
counting.
that
But for
we're
me,
going to
I'm not going to
focus
focus on
in
these two.
advancement
So
in
I will
CT
focus
technology.
more on the others where it's widely
When we talk about
available
advancement in CT
in our
technology, I
region,
believe
which
you
is
have heard from the
looking
previous
at
speaker.
the workhorse
There are
system where
many
it's focused
advancement in
on the
CT
seamless
technology
workflow
over the
integrated
years.
with AI,
We talk about the
and we look
latest
at AI
advancement
enhanced
in
image
the design of
reconstruction,
the
how it
system,
helps.
of the detector
We look into
system.
the intelligent
Before this, with
dose
spectral
control
CT,
tools that we
with
use
dual
to
source,
manage
with
and
photon
control those.
counting.
We look at
But for me,
artifact
I'm not going to
reduction.
focus
We
on
look
these
at
two. So I will focus more
the
on the
scanner
others
design
where
itself,
it's
the
widely
existing
available
workhorse
in
scanner
our
design
region,
itself.
which is
And then we also
looking
look
at
at
the workhorse
how
system where
the
it's focused
advancement
on
of
the
image
seamless workflow
post-processing
integrated with
workstation
AI,
can
and
assist
we look at AI enhanced
in
image
dose
reconstruction, how
management.
it
So
helps.
here, all
We
these
look into the intelligent
contribute to
dose
a
control
smarter dose
tools that we use
management.
to manage and
So
control
let's
those.
first look into
We
the
look at artifact
experience with
reduction. We look
seamless
at
workflow, where we improve CT
the
workflow
scanner design
powered by the
itself, the existing
AI technology.
workhorse scanner design itself.
So these are
And then we
the
also look at
standard
how
workflow
the
when patient
advancement of
walk
image
into the radiology
post-processing
department.
workstation
So when patient walk
can
in,
assist
enter, checking the
in
names,
dose management.
the name,
So
and
here,
then
all
position
these
on the patient, setting,
contribute to a
scan,
smarter dose
image
management.
process, table
So
out,
let's first look into the
doctors or
experience
RedTech, we look at
with
image
seamless
analysis
workflow, where we
and
improve
patient
city
go home.
workflow powered
Okay,
by the
so what happened
AI
now is with
technology.
the new advancement
So
of
these are the
of the workflow where all the
when patient walk
AI
into the radiology department.
or
So when
technology
patient
is
walk in,
integrated, you can
enter,
see a lot of
checking the
automation
names,
here,
the name,
which
and then
improve a lot of
position
time,
on the
and it
patient,
gives more
setting,
time
scan,
for the
image
clinician or the
process,
radiologist or the
table
rad
out,
tech
then
to
doctors
analyze
or rad tech will
the
look at
image and
analysis,
then
and
to make it
patient go home.
available
Okay,
even before
so
the
what
patient
happened now
exit the
is with the
department.
new
So this
advancement
is how the improvement
of the
in terms
workflow,
of workflow
where
that you
all
can
the
see, not only
AI
for Fujifilm, but I believe some of
or
other
technology
vendors
is
has also been
integrated.
doing the
You
same
can see
thing.
a lot
So
of
let's
automation here,
see
which improve a lot of time,
more on
and it
this.
gives more time for the clinician or the radiologist or the rad tech to analyze the image and then to make it available even before the patient exit the department. So this
the
is
room
how
of
the
CT.
improvement in terms of workflow that you can see,
It is a
not
fully
only
mounted
for
3D
Fujifilm,
camera.
but I believe some of other vendors has also been doing the same thing. So let's see more on this.
One single button, patient will be appropriate position inside the scanner.
In the room of CT.
And then the design of Fujifilm table that we can just slide left and right with two tables, we can position accurately the target area. So that's just a simple video of how this works. Okay, this is briefly what you can see in this seamless workflow with integrated AI. Auto positioning, we have a new 3D camera to detect point of human body. We have camera image is displayed on the vision, and then just a one button setting. For patient safety, we have all this with the guidance so that we can save a lot of things here.
This
Save
is briefly
for the
what you
patient
can
itself,
see
make sure it's the
in
right
this
patient on the
seamless
table.
workflow
We
with
can
integrated
train
AI.
the patient in
Auto positioning, we
like
have a
example
new
in
3D
breathing,
camera to detect
so that we can
point of human body. We
acquire
have
the image
camera
in
image is
one
displayed
single
on the
acquisition,
vision,
and
then
then
it's just
we
a
can
one button setting.
just
For patient
let
safety,
the
we have all
system
this
position
with
to
the
the target
guidance so
area
that
and
we
collimated
can
it,
save
okay, and
a
so
lot
on.
of
So
things
this
here.
is the
Save
technology, and
for
then
the
as I
patient itself,
mentioned,
make
with the
sure it's the
wider
right
bore
patient on the
and the
table.
lateral slide
We
table,
can
okay,
train the
you can
patient
position the target area so that you will
like
not
example in
expose
breathing,
unnecessarily,
so that
and
we
you
can
are using
acquire
efficient
the
dose
image in
exposure
one single
for each target
acquisition,
area that you
and then
wanted to see.
we can
Okay,
just
and then
let
the
the
automatic
system
position with the
position to
help
the
of the
target
camera,
area
the
and
system
collimated
will
it,
look at the
okay,
side,
and so
and
on. So
then
this
the
is
margin
the
setting,
technology, and then
and
as I
then
mentioned,
those
with the
are
wider
where
bore
the
and the
exposure
lateral
will be
slide table,
targeted.
okay, you
Similarly
can
for the
position the target area so that
brain
you will
work
not expose
for
unnecessarily, and
head
you
imaging,
are using
you can see the
efficient dose
position and the
exposure
site
for each
recognition,
target area that
and
you
then
wanted to see.
the workflow
Okay,
become more
and
faster,
then
okay,
the
and it's also
automatic
reduce the
position with the
burden
help of the camera, the system
with the
will
high-speed
look at the
scan
side,
capability of
and
the
then the
scanners.
margin
Okay,
setting, and then those are
so
where
now let's
the
move to the
exposure will
next
be
one.
targeted.
Earlier
Similarly,
we
for
talked
the
about the workflow,
brain work,
the integrated
head
artificial intelligence
imaging,
workflow.
you
We
can see
improve,
the position
make it more
and the site
seamless,
recognition, and then
lesser waste of
the
time.
workflow become more faster.
And now we
Okay,
talk
and it's
about
also
the
reduce the burden
AI enhanced image
with the
reconstruction,
high-speed
where
scan
I mentioned
capability of the
Fujifilm have
scanners.
AI platform. We
Okay.
call it Riley, and the technology
So
that
now
make
let's
it
move to
possible.
the next one.
So we call it
Earlier we talked
over
about
the
the
years in
workflow,
terms of iterative
the
reconstruction technology
integrated
or image
artificial intelligence workflow.
reconstruction
We
technology.
improve, make it more
Fujifilm
seamless,
introduced what they call it IPV, the
lesser waste
Intelli
of time.
IPV, where it
And now
use
we talk about the
using
AI
machine learning,
enhanced image
which is part of
reconstruction,
the AI
where
technology.
I
Okay,
mentioned Fujifilm have AI
and then you
platform.
can
We call
see
it Riley,
this
and the technology that make
use
it possible.
what
So
we
we
call
call it
this
over the years in terms of
iterative progressive
reconstruction
reconstructive
technology
with
or image
visual modeling. We use visual
technology.
modeling. We look at the
Fujifilm
physics model.
introduced what they call
We
it
use
IPV,
object
the
model,
Intelli
and we also
IPV,
using
where it
all the
use
statistical model to
using
come up with
machine
the
learning,
good
which is
image
part of the
quality
AI
at
technology.
very low dose,
And then
while
you can
maintaining
see
the natural image
this
texture, which is the challenge that we have. So you can see here image noise being reduced
iterative
by
progressive
90%,
reconstructive
and then
with
those
visual
will be
modeling.
reduced
We use
almost
visual
like
modeling. We look at
82%.
the
So this
physics
is what
model.
we can do,
Use
and this is
object
how it
model,
being represent
and we
on a
also
normal painting. So you
using
can see
all the
with the
statistical
older
model to come up
method,
with the good
image.
image quality
If
at
you put
very
so
low dose,
much iterative
while
reconstruction,
maintaining the
it looks
natural
more
image
flat,
texture,
blotchy,
which is
and
the
it
challenge
looks
that we have. So you can see
like a
here
painting, a
image
very small
noise
painting. But when you
being
apply
reduced by
this
90%,
smarter
and then
iterative
those will
reconstruction
be reduced
method,
almost like
which use
82%.
visual
So this
modeling,
is what we can do.
you can
And
see
this
that
is how
image
it
will
being
appear
represent on
like
a
what
normal
you will
painting. So
capture
you
with
can
a
see
digital
with
camera.
the
So
older
it's
method,
sharp, it gives shadows, it
image,
gives the real
if you
natural
put so
texture
much
of the image.
iterative
So if you
reconstruction,
look
it
at
looks
the
more flat, blotchy,
normalized
and it looks like a
graph here,
painting, a very small painting.
spectrum
But when
over the
you
frequency,
apply this
you can see
smarter iterative
how high
reconstruction
it
method,
is
which use
with
visual
the current
modeling,
iterative
you
reconstruction.
can
You can
see
see
that
the
image
graph
will
is being
appear
shifted
like what you
to
will
the
capture
left
with a
of the
digital
lower
camera.
frequency,
So
while
it's sharp,
when
it gives
you
shadows,
apply the
it gives the
Intelli
real
IPV,
natural
this visual
texture
modeling,
of the
it will
image.
mimic the
So if you
similar
look at
to the
the
quality or
normalized
more better in terms of quality with
graph here,
the older,
spectrum
the
over the
earlier filter back
frequency,
projection with
you can
higher
see
dose
how high
exposure.
it
So
is
we might able to achieve the
with
same.
the current
But in
iterative
this case, with
reconstruction. You
Intelli
can see the
IPV,
graph is being
with the
shifted
powerful noise
to the
reduction
left of
method,
the lower
we
frequency,
can
while when
what we
you
call it
apply the
achieve
Intelli
detailed
IPV with
and
visual
sharp
modeling, it
image
will mimic
quality
the
with
similar
very low
to the quality
dose.
or more
Okay, so
better
this
in
is
terms
how
of
it looks
quality
like
with
in
the older,
abdominal. You can see with
the
Intelli
early filter back
IPV.
projection with
You can
higher
still see the
dose
texture. You
exposure.
can
So
see the
we
border
might able to
clearly.
achieve the same.
While
But
when you
in
look
this
at the
case, with
current
Intelli IPV,
iterative
with the
reconstruction,
powerful
those
noise
that are
reduction
available
method,
on most of the
we can
scanners, you
what we
will
call it
kind of
achieve
struggle to look
detailed
at the border
and sharp
and
image quality
to
with
really
very low
pinpoint, because we still
dose.
sometimes
Okay, so
need
this is how
the
it looks
noise,
like.
but the
In
most important thing
abdominal, you
here,
can
we want
see
to
with
keep
Intelli
the
IPV,
texture
you can
of the
still see the
image.
texture. You
So
can
here
see
you
the
can see
border
on the
clearly.
brain, this
While
is
when
a
you look at
pediatric
the
images
current
with 1
iterative
millimeter thickness. So as
reconstruction,
you know,
those that
when we
are
go
available
lower
on
into
most
the
of the
thickness,
scanners,
noise level will increase.
you
So
will
here
kind of
for lung,
struggle
okay,
to look at the border
when you apply
and
the IPV,
to
if you can
really
look at the
pinpoint,
bottom
because
part
we
here,
still
you can start
sometimes need
seeing
the noise.
some
But the most important
nodules
thing here, we want
that
to
appear.
keep the texture
Okay,
of the image. So here you can see
next,
on the
okay, I have
brain, this is
completed the
pediatric images with
image,
1 millimeter thickness. So
image
as you know,
reconstructive
when we go lower
AI
into the
integrated
thickness, noise level will
technology.
increase.
Next,
So
we look
here
at
for
intelligent
lung,
dose
okay,
control. So where we use
when you apply the
dose
Intelli
reduction
IPV, if you can look
technology
at the bottom part
from the
here,
scanner
you can start
to
seeing
manage the dose.
some
So we have
nodules that appear.
Intelli EC
Okay,
plus
so
dose control considering noise
next, okay, I
reduction
have
by Intelli IPV.
completed the
We can
image,
what we
the
call it
image
achieve
reconstructive
efficient low dose scan.
AI
So this
integrated
is the difference. So at
technology.
19.2,
Next,
which
we
is
look
half
at intelligent dose
of the
control. So where
reduction
we use
of rate that we
dose
can
reduction
use with this
technology
method.
from the
Okay,
scanner
this like
to
kind
manage
of
the dose.
automatic
So we
exposure.
have
And then in the
Intelli
cardiac
EC
imaging, we have
plus
multiple more
dose
advanced
control
technology, but
considering
this
noise
is one that
reduction by
we
Intelli
use
IPV. We
to
can
highlight here
what we call
is
it achieve
because we're
efficient
able to
low dose
reduce
scan.
more than
So this is the difference. So
58%
at
on this
19.2, which is
scan.
half
Okay, so
of the
you can
reduction
still
of
achieve
rate that we
a
can
good sharp
use
image
with this
quality
method.
with
Okay,
what we
this
call
like
this
kind of
at a very
automatic
minimal dose
exposure.
compared to the
And
previous
then
technology
in the
that are
cardiac imaging,
available.
we have
So
multiple
when we
more
look at
advanced technology, but this is one that
artifact
we use
reduction, so here meter
to
artifact
highlight
reduction,
here is because we're able
here
to
we
reduce
use
more than
to
68%
assist
on
on
this
improving the image
scans. Okay,
quality that
so
appear
you can still
as an
achieve
output
a good sharp image
with
quality
implant inside
with what
and
we
is
call this
what we call it
at a very minimal dose
overlapping with
compared to the previous
the structure that
technology
you
that
wanted to
available.
see.
So
So
when we
here
look at
with what we call it meter artifact reduction
so
technology
here
with
meter
integrated
artifact reduction,
iterative processing.
here
Okay, we
we
can
use
recognize the metal, the pattern that the metal always created, and then we can still improve the image quality through artifact estimation process, and then we perform the correction processing, and then we will come out with the image. So it's a loop of of
here,
continuous
with
image
what we call
processing.
it meter artifact reduction
So
technology.
the
with
next one will be
integrated,
on the scanner
iterative
design itself.
processing.
Okay,
We can
I
recognize
believe
the
now everyone
metal,
is moving
the
into more
pattern that
advanced
the metal
scanner.
illustrated,
But again,
and then we can
you
still
don't need to really
improve
invest
the image
into
quality
the fancy
through artifact
scanner for you
estimation
to
process,
be able
and then we
to
perform the
perform
correction processing,
what we call
and
it
then
high
we will come up with the image. So it's a
low
loop of
dose techniques.
continuous
Okay,
image processing.
you can already work with your
So
current
the next one will
scanners
be on
through
the
multiple
scanner
ways.
design itself.
Okay, but here I would like to see
I
that
believe now everyone
the
is moving into
existing
more advanced scanner.
the
But
workhorse
again,
scanners have
you don't need to
also
really invest
advancement in
into
terms of
the
what we call it a
scanner
more
for you to be
advanced
able
tube
to
assembly
perform
with more
what we
sensitive
call it high
detector where we can
low
already
dose
start
techniques.
eliminating
Okay,
electrical
you
noise
can already work
and
with
then
your
also
current scanners
manage
through
more
multiple
power
ways. Okay,
consumption
but here I would like to see
with
that
more powerful
the existing
reconstructor hardwares that
the workhorse
available
scanners have
beside
also advancement
last
in
time
terms
if you
of
want to
what
perform
we
a
call it a
model-based
more
iterative
advanced
reconstruction,
tube
you
assembly
need a
with more
multiple
sensitive
server
detector
box
where
or
we
server
can
hardware,
already start
and you need to wait
eliminating
for minutes
electrical noise
to get the image
and then
quality.
also
Now
manage more
to
power
have the image
consumption
out to
with more
process.
powerful
Now things are
reconstructor
different.
hardwares
Every
that available
machine can
beside
provide you more
last
faster,
time if you want to
high
perform a
speed
model-based
reconstruction.
iterative
And
reconstruction,
then, as I mentioned, the
you need a
filter also
multiple
filter design,
server
and
box
then the
or server
capability of
hardware,
shifting the
and you need to
table
wait for
really
minutes
sometimes can
to get the
help
image quality.
on
Now
further reducing
to
the
make
dose
to have the image
during the
out
acquisition, so you
to
can cut
process.
off those
Now
unnecessary
things are different. Every
dose
machine can
through this
provide you more faster,
filter,
high
and
speed
then you can
reconstruction.
again
And then, as I
focus
mentioned, the
on the target
filter
organ
also filter
to be
design,
visualized
and then the
and
capability of shifting the
further come up
table
with a better image
really
quality.
sometimes can
So
help
this is some of the
on
image
further
that
reducing the
come out
dose
from the scanners,
during the acquisition, so you can cut off those
abdominal
unnecessary
reduction of
dose
dose
through
usage,
this
performing
filter, and
lung
then you
screening
can
tools.
again
I mean, lung screening
focus on the
imaging
target
studies,
organ
okay, at a
to be
very
visualized
low
and
dose and so on.
further
So
come
let's
up with
move to
a
the
better image
last part
quality.
of my
So this is some
sharing
of the
today,
image
which is more on the
that come out
advanced
from the
image
scanners,
processing, deep learning deep learning
abdominal
iterative reconstruction.
reduction of dose
Now it can be
usage,
integrated with
performing
post-processing workstation. So
lung
it
screening
would, like I
tools.
mentioned, it will not
Lung
run on the
screening
separate
imaging
box
studies,
anymore,
okay,
separate
at a very
CPU or server
low
anymore.
dose
It
and
can be
so on.
integrated
So
into
let's
image
move to the
processing
last
workstation.
part
So
of
for
my
those
sharing
hospitals that
today, which is
what
more
we
on
call
the
this
advanced image processing,
uh,
deep learning
having a limited
deep
budget
learning
of
iterative
buying a new
reconstruction.
scanner for the sake of doing some
Now it can be integrated with
screening work
post-processing workstation.
or
So
low
it
dose
will,
work,
like I mentioned,
you can
it will
still
not run on the
consider of
separate box
working
anymore,
on
separate CPU or server anymore. It can be
exploring
integrated into
on
image processing workstation.
processing
So
workstation.
for those hospitals that
And you can see, like example,
what we call this
here for Fujifilm, we have Synapse 3D with
having
more than
a
60
limited budget of
applications
buying a new
that you
scanner
can
for the
use
sake
from
of
the
doing some
brain to chest and
screening work
body.
or low
And
dose work,
then
you can
as you
still
mentioned,
consider
as I
of
mentioned, okay,
working
this is the
on
deep learning iterative reconstruction was
or
previously worked on a
exploring
separate
on
server
image
itself,
post-processing
and it will
workstation.
take some time for it
And
to
you can
be
see, like
able to
example,
process the
here for
image.
Fujifilm, we
But
have Synapse
nowadays
3D
things
with
are
more than
different. So this
60
is the previous
applications
workflow.
that you can use from
Image
the
that coming
brain
from the
to
CT, we send to
chest
the
and
3D
body.
server, and then from there you will process. Okay, so you depend hardly 100% on the dose control and management at the scanner itself. But what we can do here is you can still perform very low dose procedure or
Coming from the CT,
on the
we
CT
send to
scan
the
during the
3D
acquisition, and
server,
at the
and
end when you
then from
perform
there
image
you will
processing,
process.
you can
Okay,
see
so
the
you depend
workstation itself
100%
has
on
been
the dose
integrated
control
with
and management
deep learning
at
iterative
the
reconstructor to
scanner
remove
itself.
the noise from the images. Okay, and this can also
But what we can
improve
do here is
the
you can
workflow and the
still
quality
perform
of the output
very low dose
that you will have to share with the radiologists.
on the
So
CT
come
scan
up to
during the
the end
acquisition,
of
and at
my
the end when you perform image
sharing
processing, you can see
today.
the
Okay, so the
workstation
advancement
itself
in
has been
CT technology
integrated with
and impact on the
deep
radiation
learning
dose.
generative
I've shared
reconstructor
about the
to
seamless
remove
workflow,
the noise
which is
from
imaging
the
drive
images.
in
Okay, and
Fujifilm
this
way
can also
of
improve
looking at it. We
the
have the
workflow and the
camera, the
quality
auto
of the output
positioning, the
that you
single
will have
button
to share with the
positioning,
radiologist.
which is powered
So come up
by
to the
AI. We
end
have
of my
enhanced image reconstruction
sharing
technology,
today. Okay, so
which is
the advancement in CT
IPV, and we
technology
have
and
intelligent
impact on the
dose
radiation dose,
control, like I
I've
mentioned
shared
about
about the seamless
IntelliEC,
workflow, which
where
is imaging
automatic
drive
exposure
in
according to the
Fujifilm
thickness of the
way
body,
of
and then
looking
we
at
have
it. We have
also
a
addressing
camera, the auto
the need
positioning, the single
multiple
button
exposure
positioning, which is powered
to remove
by AI. We have
the
enhanced image
artifacts
reconstruction
that
technology,
coming on the picture using meta
which
artifact
is
reduction
the
software,
IPV,
and
and
then
we
we
have
have
intelligent
designed a
dose
faster
control, like I
aerobus
mentioned about
scanner design,
IntelliEC,
where there's a new
where
advanced
automatic
tube
exposure
being
according to
used,
the thickness of the body,
and then
we have
more
also
sensitive
addressing
detector being
the need
implemented.
of
And
multiple
then finally,
exposure
I had talked about the
to
advanced image
remove
post-processing,
the
where you can
artifacts
start seeing a
that
deep learning
coming on the
iterative
picture
reconstruction
using
is embedded
meta artifact
into the
reduction
3D workstation.
software,
And all of
and then
this
we
is
have
to achieve
designed a faster
a
and
smarter
robust
dose
scanner
management for the
design,
patient
where
safety,
there's
for
a
the good
new
output
advanced tube
and
being
diagnostics
used,
of image quality, as well
and
as
then
for the
more
speed
sensitive detector
of
being
the what we call it
implemented, and then
study, so
finally
that you
I have
can
talked
scan
about the
more
advanced
patient
image
and you
post-processing,
can scan
where you
patient
can start seeing a
with
deep
lower
learning
dose.
iterative
So
reconstruction
with
is
that, I would like
embedded
to thank
into the
everyone
3D workstation,
for your
and all of this
attention.
is to achieve
I
a
want to
smarter
hand
dose
over this to
management for the
the
patient
Madam
safety,
Faika,
for the good output
for the
and
next
diagnostic image
session.
quality, as well as for the speed of the what we call it
Okay,
study,
thank you,
so that you
Mr.
can
Isno,
scan
for
more
your
patient
insightful session.
and you can scan
Okay,
patient
it's
with
kind
lower
of
dose.
compromise
So with that, I
everything.
would like to
I
thank
think it's
everyone
completed what
for
is
your
actually
attention.
we
I want to hand
would like
over
to
this to
hear
the
from the
Madam Faika
for the advancement of the CT
for the
imaging
next
itself.
session.
Okay, so finally we're going to invite our final speaker.
Okay,
Our
thank you,
final speaker
Mr.
is
Isno,
Associate
for your
Professor Dr.
insightful
Akmal
session.
Sabarudin,
Okay,
a distinguished medical imaging researcher and educator at the Center for Diagnostic, Therapeutic and Investigative Studies, or CODIS, in UKM.
for the advancement
He
of
holds
the
a
CT
PhD in medical imaging from Curtin University,
finally,
Australia,
we're going to
and
invite our
specialized in
final
cardiac
speaker.
CT imaging,
Our
radiation
final
dose
speaker is Associate
optimization, and
Professor
image
Dr.
quality
Akmal
enhancement.
Sabarudin, a
Dr.
distinguished
Akmal has
medical
published
imaging researcher and
extensively in
educator
top-tier
at the
medical
Center
imaging
for
journals
Diagnostic,
on development of
Therapeutic
diagnostic
and
reference
Investigative
level
Studies,
for
or CODIS,
CT
in
imaging,
UKM.
and he
He holds
this
a
is a very
PhD in
important
medical
part,
imaging
okay?
from
He is
Curtin
a
University,
council member
Australia,
of the Malaysian
and specialized in
Allied
cardiac
Health
CT
Profession
imaging,
under the
radiation
Ministry of
dose
Health Malaysia,
optimization,
where
and
he
image
plays
quality
a key roles
enhancement.
in shaping
Dr.
national
Akmal
policies
has
and professional
published
standards for
extensively
allied health
in top
profession.
tier medical imaging
He is
journals
also an
on
advisor
development
for
of
medical
diagnostic
imaging curriculum
reference level
developments
for
and
CT
advocate
imaging, and
for
he
radiation
is,
safety
this
in
is a
clinical
very
setting.
important
His
part, okay?
presentation,
He is a
role of
council member
radiographers
of the
in
Malaysian
optimizing
Allied
CT
Health
protocol,
Profession
will
under the
explore the
Ministry of Health Malaysia, where he plays a
evolving
key role in
responsibilities
shaping
of
national policies
radiographers in
and professional
ensuring
standards
optimized
for
CT
allied
protocol
health
and patient
profession.
safety.
He is
Please
also an
welcome
advisor for
Associate
medical
Professor
imaging curriculum
Dr.
developments
Akmal
and
Sabarudin.
advocate for radiation safety
Thank
in
you,
clinical
Madam
setting.
Chairman,
His
and
presentation, role
hello
of
and everyone.
radiographers
Hello and
in
good morning.
optimizing
I
CT
think it's the morning.
protocol,
Okay.
will
So
explore the
first of all, I would like
involvement
to thank to organizing committee
evolving
for giving this
responsibilities of
opportunity for me to
radiographers
talk
in
and
ensuring
share about
optimized CT
part of
protocol and patient
it's very
safety.
important
Please welcome
topic.
Associate
It's about
Professor Dr.
radiographer's role.
Akmal
So in
Sabarudin.
optimizing CT scan
Madam Chairman,
protocol.
and
So before that,
hello and everyone.
allow me
Hello
to
and
share
good
my
morning. I think it's
slides.
the morning. Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank to organizing committee
city for giving this
So there you go.
opportunity for me to
So
talk
I hope
and
everybody
share
can
about
see my slide.
part of it's
Yeah,
very
we can see it
important
clearly, Dr.
topic. It's about
Okay, so thank you again.
radiographer's
So
role.
today
So in
my topic so that I want to
optimizing
share is about
CT
roles of
scan
radiographer in
protocol.
optimizing CT
So before
protocol,
that,
and has
allow
been
me to share
elaborated about
my
myself
slides.
clearly by Madam Chairperson, Madam Faikah. Okay, thank you very much.
So
And
there
let's
you
go.
So I hope everybody can see my
listen to this
slide.
topic. Okay, so
Yeah, we
before
can
I
see it
begin,
clearly,
so let me
Dr.
bring you
Okay,
a
so
little bit
thank you
about
again. So
introduction.
today,
Okay, so
my topic
I know
that I
it
want
has
to
been
share is about roles of
explained a little
radiographer
bit by
in
our first
optimizing
speaker and then second
protocol,
speaker. So this
and
is I
has
just
been
touch based on
elaborated
this.
about
So what
myself
is CT imaging? So it's
clearly
computed
by Madam
tomography. Okay,
Chairperson, Madam
imaging
Faikah. Okay, thank you very
is a
much.
diagnostic
And
technique that
let's
uses
go
X-ray beams and computer processing
listen
to
to this
create
topic.
detailed
Okay, so
cross-sectional
before
images
I
of the
begin,
body.
so
So I
let
think
me
this is
bring
like
you
bread
a little
and
bit
butter
about
for
introduction.
radiographers
Okay,
nowadays,
so I
because
know
long
it
time
has
ago,
been
this is like advanced
explained a little bit
procedure, but
by
now
our first
everybody
speaker
should
and second speaker. So this
know
is I
how
just
to
touch based
handle
on
at
this.
least
So
basic
what is
scan
CT
of CT
imaging? So
where,
as computed
upon graduation.
tomography, okay, imaging
Unlike traditional
is a
X-ray, CT
diagnostic
scan
technique that
provide
uses X-ray
3D
beams and computer
representations,
processing to
allowing for
create
more precise
detailed cross-sectional
visualization of
images of
internal
the body. So I
organs,
think this
bones,
is
soft
like
tissue, and
bread
blood
and butter
vessels.
for
So this is the
radiographers
main
nowadays,
important
because a long
aspect
time
that
ago,
how
this is like
CT
advanced
give
procedure, but
advantage
now
more
everybody should
compared to other
know how
imaging
to handle
modalities.
at least basic scan of
So
CT
importance of CT imaging.
upon
So we have like
graduation.
a few
Okay,
otherwise
unlike
CT being
traditional X-ray,
created
CT
so they
scan
can help
provide
us
3D
to make our life easier,
representations,
especially
allowing for
for
more precise
radiology,
visualization
for
of
them
internal
to
organs,
diagnose and to give
bones, soft
provide
tissue, and blood vessels.
a
So this
better
is the main
diagnosis in order
important
to
aspect
get
that how
better management for the
CT
patients.
give
Okay, so
advantage
first, of
more
course, accurate
compared to
diagnosis.
other
So which CT
imaging
helps detect
modalities.
diseases such as
So
cancer,
importance of
infection,
CT
and
imaging.
internal
So we have like
injuries,
a few
and also
otherwise
provides
CT
clear
being
images of
created so they can
organs,
help us
enabling
to
early
make our life
detection of
easier,
abnormalities. So
especially
this is
for radiologists,
what we
for them
understand
to
how
diagnose and
accurate
to
it
give
could it can
provide
be. Okay, and
a
then
better
next,
diagnosis in
CT
order
also can be
to
used
get
as
better
emergency.
management
So
for the
essential
patients.
in trauma
Okay, so
cases
first,
for
of course,
rapid
accurate
assessment in
diagnosis.
injuries,
So which
such as
CT
brain
helps detect
hemorrhage
diseases
and
such as
fractures.
cancer,
Okay, so any
infection,
bony
and internal
fractures. So we can
injuries,
see the
and also
details of this
provides
for
clear images
further
of
assessment
organs,
and
enabling
further
early detection of
investigation and to
abnormalities.
help
So
us
this is
to do
what we
management for the
understand
patient better.
how accurate
And
it could
also
it can
CT
be.
can use in
Okay, and
emergency as
then next, CT also can
assistance
be
in
used
stroke
as emergency.
diagnosis by
So
distinguishing
essential in
between
trauma cases for
ischemic
rapid
and
assessment in
hemorrhagic stroke.
injuries,
Okay, so as you
such
know,
as
we
brain
have like two types
hemorrhage
of stroke,
and
whether it is
fractures.
ischemic,
Okay, so any
okay,
bony
or
fractures.
maybe
So we
it's
can
a
see the
rupture of the
details
blood
of this
vessels, so
for
that what we call
further
as hemorrhagic
assessment and
strokes.
for the
Okay.
investigation and to help
Another
us
importance
to
of CT
do
imaging is it
management for
can
the
be used
patient
as
better.
guidance
And
for
also
medical
CT can use
procedure.
in emergency as
Okay, so whereby we use
assistance in stroke
image-guided
diagnosis by
intervention, okay, such as
distinguishing between
biopsy. So biopsy
ischemic
is the most
and
prominent
hemorrhagic stroke. Okay, so as you
medical
know,
procedure
we
that
have
use
like two
CT
types
as a
of
guide,
stroke, whether
especially
it is ischemic,
at the
okay,
area
or
of
maybe
lung,
it's a
okay,
rupture
and
of
then
the blood
drainage
vessels, so
procedures
that what we call
and
as
tumor
hemorrhagic
ablation.
strokes.
So these
Okay.
are the main reason
Another importance
why
of CT
we
imaging
CT
is
and
it can
CT
be used
become
as guidance
prominent and
for
very
medical
important
procedure.
modality
So
in
whereby
this
we use
helping to
image-guided
guide the medical
intervention, okay,
procedure.
such as
And
biopsy.
other than
So
that, is
biopsy is the
assist in
most
surgical
prominent
planning by providing
medical
detailed
procedure that use CT
anatomical
as a
insight.
guide,
Okay,
especially
because we can
at the
see
area of lung.
the
Okay,
clear
and then
detail
drainage
of
procedures
anatomical
and tumor
structure.
ablation.
So inside our
these
human
are
body, so
the
by
main
using
reason
a CT scan.
why
So
we
therefore,
need CT and CT
especially
become
when they need to do
prominent and
surgery,
very
okay, for the
important
next management of the
modality in
patient.
this
So it helps a
helping
lot
to
on this
guide
CT.
the
It's not
medical
only by
procedures. And
looking
other
at
than that, is assist in surgical planning
two-dimensional
by
pictures,
providing
axial
detailed
scanning,
anatomical
but they can
insight. Okay,
develop
because
into
we
3D
can see
modeling,
the
okay, and then you
clear
can rotate
detail
and
of
then use
anatomical
multiplanar
structure. So inside our
reformations,
human
okay,
body,
and
vision,
So
you
by
can have
using
like
a
all
CT
these
scan. So therefore,
different planes and
especially
to
when they need to
look
do
the
a
structures
surgery,
clearly.
okay, for the next
And
management
then
of the
the
patient.
importance of
So
CT
it
imaging,
helps
that
a
we
lot
can
on
use
these
CT
CTs,
to
not only
monitor
by
treatment
looking
progress.
at
So this is like most
two-dimensional
one
pictures
of the
and
benefit
just
of
scanning,
having
but they
CT.
can
Okay,
develop
because
into
it tracks the
3D
effectiveness of cancer
modeling, okay,
treatment
and
like
then you can
chemotherapy
rotate
and
and then
radiation
use
therapy. We want to
multiplanar
see the growth of the
reformations,
tumor. We
okay,
want to
and
see
you
the
can have like
progression
all
of of our medical deliverance in terms of medication, in terms of treatment, whether it is effective or not. So if not, then they need to do like another intervention in order to ensure that the successful of the treatment for the patient. So CT helps a lot in monitoring this. And then evaluate post-surgical healing and complication. So, and because post surgical, so we can see whether there's anything abnormal inside, because sometimes they could be touch wood, if medical surgical negligence, it could happen because we heard about the news a long time ago. They have like a lot of incidents, but by using CT it can monitor whether it is like safe or not after one of the procedures being done. Okay, and then another importance of CT imaging, it is a non-invasive technique, and it is super fast. Okay, so as mentioned by a lot of speakers before, so it can get the procedure when we see the development of CT long time ago, the first generation. So if you want to scan head scan, it takes like 5 minutes, and then now it become like 1 minute or less. Okay, so then this is why CT is very, very important. Okay, and then another importance of CT imaging, so it provides high resolution images in a matter of seconds, and then it also minimizes the need of exploratory surgeries. Okay, because without CT, so then they have to do like open abdominal surgery, open chest surgery. Okay, they want to see everything, but with CT, it provides like a lot of information, anatomical structure, so they can see everything without doing exploration during surgery. So it saves time during surgery, and it helps a lot improve the medical aspect.
Without CT,
okay, and then last importance of CT imaging, it can be used in application in various specialties. Okay, so there are more other than these four, but these four is quite common. First is neurology, so whereby the brain scan for tumor, for example, strokes, aneurysm, you just name it. So everything, every single disease that inside regarding to neurology, assessment that can be done using CT, and it helps a lot on giving better diagnosis for this. And same goes to cardiology. So when we get like the advancement of CT, like starting like 16 slides, 64, and then now 640 and beyond. Okay, so we see the technological advancement is progressively changing very, very rapid. So then we can get more benefit from the technological advancement. So in cardiology, so it's been introduced about CT, coronary angiography to assess heart condition, and some of the places they use this as a screening for the patient, because with advancement that they can reduce the radiation significantly, so it become safe to do as a screening method. And then in orthopedic, so CT helps in detecting bone fractures, joint disorders, and spinal injuries, and more. Okay, they give like a very fine fractures, provide images to look into that some X-ray that cannot detect. Okay, and then in oncology cases, they use staging and monitoring of tumors. And in fact, now it's been embedded in radiotherapy treatment, where they have their own CT, they can use that as well. Other than planning, so they can help in doing staging and monitoring of tumors.
Provide images.
Okay, and then with that I can conclude about how important is CT imaging.
Okay, and then
because in modern medicine, so it's very, very important, and it plays a crucial role in enhancing diagnostic accuracy, improving patients' outcome, and also guiding medical interventions. Okay, so with continuous advancement in technology, CT scans are becoming more efficient, safer, and increasingly essential in healthcare. So it's all about importance of the CT. And then now let's look into how are we contributing in this role, how we can play a significant role to help this come true. Okay, so when we talk about CT protocol optimization, so of course they have been highlighted why it has to be optimized, because it can the CT protocol optimization can enhance the diagnostic accuracy, reducing patient radiation dose, and also ensuring consistency in imaging modality. But how can we do that? Okay, so let's look into it. So first, let's look into the role of radiographer in CT protocol optimization. So we see first is optimizing radiation dose for image clarity. So I think like most of us already understand ALARA principle. Okay, so applying ALARA is not only in general X-ray, but in all radiation apparatus modality. Okay, so therefore that we can show our professionalism that radiation dose, I mean like the safety of the patient is our utmost important other than providing
I think like most of us
good quality images. Okay? So ALARA principle, as low as reasonably achievable, so ensure the radiation dose is sufficient for diagnostic quality but not excessive. And we heard before about there are lots of techniques to reduce radiation dose, and there are a lot of ways how to measure and monitor the dose. Okay, and then by adjusting KVP, MAS, okay, based on patient size and clinical indication, enhances contrast resolution without increasing noise. So I will explain a little bit in detail on my next point. Okay, and so but we have to understand that not fixed KVP is suit for all. Okay, because we have to understand how this principle